right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Thursday morning. What's going on, Ray Patterson? All right, let's get some stuff together. Oh, hold on, man. I got to do something. Got to do something before I say what's up to everybody, man. Man, a shout out to KO Boxing. Shout out to KO Boxing. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. I had to call somebody out that is probably not going to show up. Had to be 8 million. Hey, dog. Hey, man. Dog, it wasn't no 8 million for the whole purse, man. Get up out of here. Nah, it wasn't any of that, dog. Them dudes is tripping, man. What's going on, Ernie V in the building? What's going on? All things, what's up? Double zeros, what's going on, man? Semi's World, Ralph the One. Black Fonz in the building. What's going on? Be easy. Sheena in the building. What's up, sister? How you doing? Oh, I think that's, I'd say Sheena. Hope that's sister. I'm sorry. What's up, Sheena? Hope you're doing well. Ray Patterson again. Mr. Prado, thank you for the big time support this week. Thank you very, very much, man. Big time. Thank you. Ray Patterson, what's happening? OKC King, well, likewise, man. Thank you, brother, for keeping the channel pushing. Keith Pierre, what's up, brother? How you feeling, man? Cornelius Burnett in the building. HMC3. Man, let me say what's going on, my guy. 634 in the dough. Ain't seen him, but what's up? Terry McLean in the building. What's going on? Anthony Brockman, what's happening? Mr. McClarty, good morning. Mr. McCain, good morning. Philly Bull 91, what's up? Sweet Science, what's going on, man? What's going on, Fahim Sator? Kevin the Truth in the building. Lee Ho Shang. What's up, Lee Ho Shang? Valley in the building. What's going on? He's going down on the rematch. Win, lose, or draw. Go team. Spence is still man down. Blessings for Nine and chat. Absolutely. Somebody said, oh, King Slug. You saying what's up to King Slug? Hey, look, so there's somebody over there on Twitter that did a lot of popping off at the lip. So I put out on Twitter, show up. The chat is live. Don't come with no, oh, my dog ate my homework. None of that. Show your clown ass up. All right? These dudes be out there talking crazy, man. What are you chatting about today? Are you from the Melvin Gordon? It's in the title. We're going to talk about, is Errol Spence confident in the Terence Crawford rematch? And then we're also going to talk about Shakur Stevenson turns down $8 million for Haney, which is absolute positively ridiculous. So the answer to the first one, in my opinion, is yes, he's going to be confident in a rematch. He's got reasons to think he can perform significantly better. And whenever you're sick and not feeling well and things don't go wrong, you have the right to feel confident that they'll go better when you feel better. Now, I know that there's a lot of people out there that want to hear about that. Well, not even a lot of people, really. They'll want to say excuses. Leo Shang says Super Chat Thursday. Thank you, brother. It is Super Chat Thursday. Thank you for starting off Super Chat Thursday. Be easy, that is not true. That is false. That is false. People don't listen very well. That is what you call false. That is not what Bomac said. Who told you that? Be easy. Who told you that? Because that's not true. That's not what he said. He said he hadn't heard anything. That's what he heard. That's what he said. He said I hadn't heard anything. And I'll hear about it from Terence Crawford when Terence hears about something. That's what he said. That's not true. People do not listen well. I maintain, man, people do not listen well. Listen to what they actually said. Not the title of the video when the title of the video was wrong. I thought you were going to Fight Hub is the person at the Fight Hub interview. Go listen to the Fight Hub interview. That is not what was saying. That was not what was said. Let me again repeat. That was not what was said. Kai in the building said, "Morning. I guess Haney was getting 24 million." Exactly. He turned down 25%, which was 8 million. First of all, shout out to Knockout Boxing. Because Knockout Boxing TV, 86 TV, played the audio, and I was fortunate enough to be in the chat when he did. The man say, let's say it's $8 million, which means it was a hypothetical. Let me tell you, that is not, the issue is this. You got to listen to what Jake Donovan said. Jake Donovan said, and I did a video the day before about it. Jake, first of all, shout out to AM Sports Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media. Shout out to AM Sports Media because they were the original people that interviewed Jake Donovan. And so it's a combination of two things that you're getting. Fahim Sator said, man, F it. In for a penny, in for a pound. If Errol want to run back into that Dragon's Lair, I'm riding with him. Hey, man, hell yeah. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Dude, that's what you're supposed to, that's what boxing fans, if you're a fan of somebody, that's what you're supposed to do. That's why I'm such a bad Bears fan. I love the Bears. It makes me mad when I see people with Bears jerseys on that ain't Bears fans. I hate seeing people wearing Bulls hats and Bulls jackets and Bulls shirts. You ain't a Bulls fan. Bugs me. Always has bugged me. Always has bugged me. But let's listen to something for a second.
His biggest thing that got me was like, you're a proven great trainer, so I'm gonna try you. A couple weeks before Bud fought, and I told him, once they get closer. So it was cool, man. Chris was cool. Powered by Stagefront VIP, and it's a nice change. You think it's cool? Hell yeah, it's cold out here. No, it's nice. You think it's cool? Hell yeah. Joseph Bissell. And that's what we did. Okay, and when you guys did me, and after Bud fought, we could sit out. Did me and have the conversation. No ill will. His biggest thing that got me was like, you're a proven great trainer, so I'm gonna try you. I want to learn from you.
Give me a second.
A lot of pressure for people when they join mid-camp.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, my guy, Be Easy in the building says salute. Just some continued support. Thank you, brother.
Understand this, and you know he understands it, and then he started doing it in the ring. So it's like, okay, he gets it. So no issues there. Right? No issues. Well, I definitely want to talk to you about congratulations first and foremost to you, Terence, and the team. Everybody who's put in so much work over the years to see Terence do and achieve the things that he has in his career. What was that moment like for you? Must have been a bit emotional. Well, it was like a I told you. You sure did. You said it. I told y'all. Y'all didn't nobody want to believe me, but I told y'all. So now y'all gonna start listening to me.
No, I'm not.
You know how the boxing world is. A lot of people, and we knew this was coming because Terence said it himself. He said that I'm gonna fight you, and people are gonna say it's because of the size, and that's what some people were saying. That they feel like now the rematch at 154. May or may not change anything. Just what's your thoughts? And what has he exercised his immediate rematch clause? I don't know if it's gonna be at 54 or 47, but I'm sure he's probably gonna push the weight up. But there's no gonna be no change in the decision. The performance still is gonna be the same. Might be even a little bit better. So he might want to watch out before he activate the rematch clause. So it hasn't been activated yet that you guys know of. I'm not sure. I've been away. I haven't seen Terence since after the fight. I talked to him a couple times, but I try not to.
Now, what did he say? Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? He said, I don't know. His answer was, I don't know. There's no other way to interpret that. He said, I don't know. I don't know. Has he exercised the rematch? I don't know, is what he said. I don't know. Is there any way to interpret that as if he did not exercise a rematch clause? Is there any way to interpret that? No, I mean, seriously. This shit's got to stop. This stuff's got to stop. This stuff has got to stop. This dude said, I don't know, was his answer. I don't know. I don't know. How else does I don't know sound? I don't know. I don't know. Has he exercised his rematch clause? I don't know. That's not no. That's I don't know. But then look, Buzz doing his own thing. Bomac's busy training Eubank. Dude, but then if that's the case, then Bomac didn't say it. Hold on one second. I see Big Dog Willie, the winning team. Hold on, let me slide back. This is the question. Be Easy said, Martin. That's my name, by the way, and I like when Be Easy calls me by my name. Thank you by calling me by my name. It keeps my head more real. Martin, I heard on another platform that Bomac claims Errol let the rematch deadline pass as far as he knows, and there's no such rematch as of now. He said, I don't know. He didn't say that he let the deadline pass. By the way, the deadline very well maybe be September 11th. If you listen to the Angry Man podcast, Dake Donovan clearly says that Errol Spence Jr. is going to wait until the 12th hour to decide what he's going to do. He said, I will tell you the day of that. Other than that, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to think about it. He wasn't going to rush it. He'll let you know that day. And the argument is it 12 business days? Or is it 12? Or did he have 30 calendar days or 30 business days? 30 business days is you got to take out the weekends. And Jake Donovan's like, man, boxing is a business day. And I'm like, Jake Donovan, no, it is not. Standard business days, when they say business days, they mean Monday through Friday. That's the definition of a business day. Everybody's doing something. There's business days are office hours, office business days where your attorneys are available, because on Saturdays and Sundays, most times you can't talk to people in your office on Fridays and Saturdays. They have vacation days. Your managers, all of those guys, they don't work on those days. Saturday, that's not an official work day. People work all kinds of times. It's not a business, but business hours is Monday through Friday. If the language is you got 30 business days. If the language is you got 30 business days, that's 30 days. That's 30 business days would be I'll just go with what Jake Donovan said. That would be the 11th. That would be the 11th. The 11th of September. So we're not going to know until that point in time. But again, I just want to kick back to this. Man, you all sit there and complain about my titles, dog, but my titles are excuse my language, my titles are exact. I try to be exact. Y'all, so how do you interpret that as anything other than? How do you interpret that as anything other than, I don't know? He didn't say, as far as I know, not. No, he said, I don't know. And actually spoke about it like he thought it was going to happen. Well, I know he's going to push it up to 154, but that's not going to make a difference. Man, come on, man. Hey, my guy, the winning team. If it's 30 or more, use calendar. I usually do business days when it's less than 30 days. If it's 30 or more, use calendar. Yeah, but you got to if you don't specify it, in your case, you're saying is that you're on point with the titles. Man, I'll be exact with my titles. People just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make it interesting, but at the same time, you got to be there with it. Look, here you go. But T Orlando, if they put business days in there, it's business days. You can't count Saturdays and Sundays. If it says business days. And you can't say, well, I work on Sundays. Nah, that's not a business day. But I know you're saying usually. I specify every time. I'll specify business days and calendar day every time. I will know every single solitary time I specify that. Business days, calendar days, because it's a big difference. Said ninjas are just ignorant. Man, God, dog. I'm starting to think people are just ignorant. Man, I get time. I'm trying to tell you, dude, I get more questions. Man, where you at, Twitter dude? Where you at, Twitter dude? Where you at? If you don't show up, bro, I'm blasting you on Twitter for being a coward. And you got to have to tell me exactly how it was that your dog ate your homework. You got called into work. Your mama wouldn't let you use the computer today. Whatever the new excuse is. For however you was out there loudmouthing me on Twitter talking about what you was going to do. And you got all kind of people following you. You got people that I follow following you for some reason. I ain't blocked you yet. You can come on now. Oh, let me put that link in the chat. Put that link out there for you. Let me put that link out there for you. Dude, these guys went in on me yesterday about that. Oh, Errol's a coward. Oh, Errol's a coward. Now Errol's a coward. Now Errol's a coward. They're out there calling this man a coward. Off that interview. They're calling that man a coward. Oh, man, if Errol, oh, man, if Terence didn't take the rematch, you'd be calling him all kind of coward. Now he's a coward. Now the man's a coward because Bomac says he doesn't know. Now the man is a flat-out coward, bro. You guys are not Terence Crawford fans. You just are stone cold haters, man. Bring your raggedy asses and click this link. Come on, man. Dog, seriously, come on. Man. Come on. Dude, I can't wait to get this. I can't wait to get this body weight up off me, bro. Once I'm walking around at about 180 pounds, dog, man, I promise you, man, because I can't get arguments with you, man. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'm gonna hit the jujitsu. I'm gonna train in wrestling first. I'm coming out of retirement. I'm gonna train in wrestling first and foremost, because my hands is already decent. But I'm gonna train in wrestling and calisthenics. Calisthenics and wrestling. And then after that, after I get good at it, give me about 2 years, I'll be good at it, really good at it. Then I'm going to hit the boxing gym, spar. I'm not going to spar. You niggas ain't hitting me in the head. But hit the bags, do all that stuff. I'm going to do that for about 2-3 years. Then I'm going to come and whoop your ass. Here comes Ja. What's up? For about 2-3 years. Then I'm going to come and whoop your ass. Ja.
What's going on? You want me to turn the background now?
Hey, yeah, please do.
Hold on, let me turn down when my kids hear me. What's going on? You want me to turn the background now? Yeah, please do.
Hey, when you figure that out, brother, I'll put you back in the front. Hey, Big Dog Willie said, Lord Haney and the Haney cult and Jim Jones and the Temple People's cult. Fanon, I value your insight. Can you please inform the younger generations of the dangers of organizations I list above? This is a public service announcement. Hold on a second, John. Let me get to this, man, because it's been up here for a minute. Look, bro. Yay, dog. Look, I know. Hey, so you say, give me that answer. Yeah, I was reading it. I didn't want to let that go. Look, man, you guys need to start thinking critically. What you're doing is you're not thinking critically. You have to think what's in it for that person. First and foremost. Know what's in it for that person. They got to tell you. If you can't figure it out, you got to ask them, what's in this for you? What's in it for you? So you know their motives. It doesn't make it a bad thing. It defines what more than likely their interests are. After that, you have to think critically, which means to critique what they're saying. Critique what they're saying. Listen to what they're saying and think about it. And think, are they right? Are they wrong? What's the weaknesses in their point? What's the strengths in their point? And that allows you to analyze it and take what it is for what it is. You all are listening to dumb stuff with Devin Haney. That was not, first of all, that I listened to what I heard from Knockout Boxing. What Knockout Boxing said, if you don't specify business's calendar, thank you. That's why I always specify it. That's why I always specify it. But I understand that they would be calendar if you don't say business. But I always say 30 business days, 30 calendar days. There's nothing wrong with as much specificity as you can get in that shit, unless you don't want specificity. If you don't want specificity, leave that shit as vague as you can get. Man, I'll be super vague when I want to be vague. If I want to be specific, I'm going to nail that shit down to where there ain't no doubt whatsoever. You know exactly what the deal is. So there you go, bro. You got it. Big Dog Willie, that's the problem. People do not listen listen critically. But to be critically is you got to listen and find the strengths and the weaknesses, not just the weaknesses. So you bozos up here trying to come mess with my weaknesses, which there are very little of, and you fall in the hole. But if you listen to if you listen to the things that make sense, right? And sometimes you can just be easily manipulated that way. $8 million makes no sense. First of all, that's not what the guy said. It's not what he said. He said, let's just say it's 8 million. 8 million for 25%. 8 is 25% of 32. That means that the whole fight was $32 million, which means that Devin Haney was going to get $24 million and $24 million, and Shakur Stevenson was going to get $8 million. Why in the world would Bob Arum be paying $32 million for that fight? That's Gervonta Davis. Dude, that's Gervonta Davis versus that's Gervonta Davis's numbers. Dude, you realize that there are reports out that Terence Crawford got around $20 million for the fight he just had with Errol Spence? $20 million? That he got $20 million? How in the world is Devin Haney going to get $24 million for Shakur? Use your brain, okay? Use your brain. If somebody says, give me all your worldly possessions, the answer immediately should be, hell no. You don't need my worldly possessions. What does God need my worldly possessions for? They're his or hers. They're already God's. Everything that I have is God's already. I don't have to give God anything. God gives me everything. Literally, the oxygen. This is God's oxygen. This is God's food, God's water, every little molecule. Why do I got to give him anything? Now, do you want me to support this organization called the church where we all get together? We all get together and we need pews to sit in? And we got outreach programs? Yes, okay, gotcha. Here's my tithes. No worries, I'm a member. You know what I mean? I'm a member of the church. So, yeah, of course, I'm going to support the church. There'd be no church if members don't give. That's the truth. Man, God's going to hate you if you don't give me this money. That's not the truth. I don't believe it. So, yes, sir, that's what I mean by that. Ja, you can come back in. I was just about to let you on, Ja. Frequent Flyer, what's up? He said, Fanon, us Spence fans are casual fans. We can't be getting all hype. Hey, look, man, ain't nothing casual about y'all, dude. You hear every day. That's another ridiculous statement, Frequent Flyer, that people use, not you. That, oh, you're casual. Dude, I talk boxing every day. How the hell am I casual? Think about that for a second. I'm here every day. How in the world am I casual? Ja Muhammad, what's up, man? How you doing this morning, brother?
Alhamdulillah. I'm not Muhammad, though.
Ja, I didn't say, what did I say? Did I say you were Ja?
You said Ja Muhammad. I thought you wasn't going to show my face on the camera. I appreciate you, though, for showing.
You got your face up.
Nah, I want it up. I put it up. I could have put this up. You know what I mean? I could have put this up. I
said Ja Muhammad. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me see.
Could have put this up.
Okay, so what's going on, man?
Nothing, just chilling. I mean, I like talking boxing for real. It's a boxing channel, and then you just be giving out free charity with the stuff, you know, or whatever. And who took my wrench off? Who bought my wrench? Was that Thomas?
Hold on, brother. We got to talk boxing, man. I don't know what happened to your wrench, but you can get it back. I'll put it back on. Yeah, what you want to talk about with boxing, man? What you want to talk about with boxing?
I cherish that.
Yeah, I got you, man. Just go ahead and put it back in the chat. I got you.
I don't know how to do all that. I ain't put the wrench on there.
No. What I'm saying is just leave a comment in the comment section and I'll put the wrench back.
No, I left one. I put doubted on there. I was saying I ordered that Tank versus Bud fight, like as a fan. Like I'm the biggest boxing fan out there. So they gotta do what the biggest fan want. So we gotta get that fight.
Man, that makes sense, brother. Cool. Definitely we need to get that fight, man.
That's all I was saying. I already won the debate.
Yeah,
I
you
beat
did.
You to it. Took the
yes,
background
you did, brother.
off.
Got
right,
you.
Peace and blessings.
Hey, man, holler at you, man. You take care, sir. What's going on? BE's in the building. Said just some support, continued support. Thank you, brother. I think I might have hit you. Said thank you for that, man. But it's big. Thank you, brother. And then, what's going on, Mr. Evans in the building? Much love for that $10 holler, brother. Thank you so much, bro. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you for the support, man. Excuse me. Tank ain't ready for Bud. And I'm a Tank Davis fan. It's not a matter of him being ready. He's not in the same weight class. It's just kind of a silly conversation to be having. Hey, thank you, Frequent Flyer. But yeah, man, just listen to things a little bit more in a discerning manner. But y'all need to stop hating on air. That look, for real, you fake Bud fans. That's what I'm telling you, man. This dude, you're not helpful to this dude's career. Because you've never been helpful to this dude's career. I'm convinced. Fanon, wait, what was the percentage split of Errol? I don't know. Something close to 50-50. 45, 55, 45. I don't know. They never let it out. They never let it out. Somewhere closer to 50-50. What's going on? Ashley's Corner. How you feeling? Hope you're doing well. Bam Bam Lynch said, I just came in late. Can I get a 2-minute rundown? Oh, yeah, sure. Here's your 2-minute rundown. Errol Spence Jr. confident in the Terence Crawford rematch? The reason that I brought that up was because people are out there saying that he turned down the rematch off of a statement that Bomac made that wasn't anything like that. Also, there's a lot of reasons for him. If what people are saying is true, he can be confident. He's going to have to be confident. He's going to have no choice but to be confident. But absolutely, positively, he can be confident in the rematch. Absolutely, he can be confident. Especially if he wasn't what he thought he was. If he knew he went into that ring and he knew that he wasn't right. Which can happen. You can be not right heading into a fight. It is possible. Regardless of what people that just say ridiculous shit. And see, an example of this ridiculousness is people that say, oh, now he's a coward. He's a coward. You're calling a man a coward because of something Bomac said? That's tripping. But anyway, that's the first part. And the second part is that people are really desperate to talk bad about Shakur Stevenson, claiming that Shakur Stevenson turned down $8 million, even though, once again, the number came from somebody that was not saying that. They just out here talking and saying whatever, bro. Just ridiculous shit, dog. Just ridiculous shit. Gregory Lewis, how can I help you, sir? Good morning.
Hey, good morning, brother. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain about a thing. Good to see you, Mr. Sir, Mr. Project Manager, Senior Project Manager. You're on mute. You should be good now.
Okay, are we good now?
Mm-hmm. You good.
Brother, I apologize. Every time I come in here, I got to fight with these mute buttons.
Look, it's all right, man. Ain't nothing but a thing. How can I help you this morning?
Hey, I want to commend you on this one. I'll be honest with you. They put the boxing gloves on me when I was 5 years old in the alleys of New Jersey. And I just got to tell you, Errol Spence, his confidence doing anything in the boxing ring, I never questioned. But his ability to get further damage in this rematch, I mean, you just got to get to a point where is money really worth it, you know? Because to get another beating like that is very, very risky. I don't doubt that he could get in there and do it, but the damage he would take, I just don't think is worth it. What's your thoughts?
I think that's up to him. Is what I think. Yeah. Because I would never did get in I got my jaw dislocated in Hapkido. And I still got my shit clicking to this day.
Right.
And
right.
I got hit with I got kicked to the diaphragm. I don't know if you ever been kicked in the diaphragm.
Oh, yeah.
That shit hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Getting kicked in the diaphragm.
Yeah.
So I got kicked in the diaphragm and I was like, man, ooh-wee. It didn't make me quit, but it's just part of, it's just part of doing it. But I didn't have a lot of, trust me, I was like, no, only time I'm going to get in a fight is if I actually have to get into a fight. So I just think boxers take a lot of punishment. And that risk is out there in any fight. Right. So like for me, if somebody gets in there and fights Deontay Wilder, like Robert Helenius got in there and fought Deontay Wilder, the likelihood of his ass getting hurt really, really bad is really, really high. You know what I mean? So every single fighter that goes in there, I think, has to take that risk. And so for me to tell them that they should or shouldn't take a risk,
Yeah.
I just think it's just, it's kind of outside my thing, because these guys are all out there. Anybody that gets in the ring with Gervonta Davis really and then here's another thing with Errol. Errol put that type of beating down on has put that type of beating on a lot of people.
Right.
So for him to put that type of beating on other people, but then not be willing to risk it himself, I think would be, I don't know if his mindset really works like that. Kind of like Deontay when he jumped back in there with Tyson Fury. People were saying that about how he shouldn't get back in the ring with Tyson Fury for the third fight. He got back in there. I don't think he regrets it. But, yeah, it's always a risk is what I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. And just to touch on the point you mentioned, just like you mentioned, Errol putting a very bad beating on his opponents. Ugas is about to step into the ring after the Errol Spence fight. I'm going to be very interested to see how he performs, because that was a lot of permanent damage he received in that fight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a brutal sport. Sport.
Thanks as always, bro. I'm going to get back to it.
Man, anytime, brother. Hey, man, take care of yourself, brother. Good luck on them projects, man. Peace. Yeah, exactly. So that's my take on it. Like, it's just risky. You know what I mean? Shit's risky. Hey, Ashley's Corner said, boxing mentally is different. EJ a warrior, and an L is just an ass whooping. It's over when it isn't over until it's over. EJ a man and need to get that back while he's 100%. Yeah, and if he feels like he could be in better shape and he had stuff not going right, shoot, let's make it happen. And shit, there's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Here's this link for that dude, man. I can't believe these dudes. These dudes be, look, man. You dudes be straight. I'm gonna click that link tomorrow. I ain't holding my breath. Devin the Bluff Haney was exposed by Bob. Bob said the offer was nonsense because he isn't paying for it. Devin is a bluff and he lost to Loma. I mean, the whole thing is definitely a bluff. Okay, we know that that's a bluff. There's no doubt about it. That's a bluff. And it's a bluff on his face. Please do your best to try to distinguish through critical reasoning when somebody's being serious and not being serious. Dude, let me tell you, man, they think you dumb. They are more than willing to accept that you're dumb enough to buy it. Okay? More than enough. More. I'm telling you, my dad used to be a pool hustler. It said you'll never go broke thinking people are dumb. Because there are a lot of dumb people. There's a lot of smart people, and dumb is relative. Understand, dumb is a relative term. So you want to believe this. If you really want to believe it, you're going to give something to believe. What's going on, Big Dog Willie in the building? What's going on, sir?
What's up? Hold on.
Man, I can't complain, man.
My phone. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
I just want to say what's up. Thank you for reading my message. I just want to make sure that people understand. If I just want to hear from you, a smart older man that been through a lot, and for you to explain that to people, I really appreciate that. How there's a dangerous, how that can mess with people. And for you younger people, the Kool-Aid, that word come from the Jim Jones thing, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah, the Jim Jones. Let me tell you what happened with Jim Jones. Jim Jones was what they called a cult leader, and he was down in, I think, Panama or somewhere in South America, and he was on the run from the law for whatever reason. I don't know the specific reason why it was, but then he convinced all of his followers to drink this Kool-Aid that had cyanide in it. So they passed around the Kool-Aid, and all these people committed suicide. And they
900.
900 people wind up committing suicide. So, yeah, man, it was nasty. You work in the medical field?
Yes, I am I'm RN, yes.
Oh, you're an RN? Oh, that's what's up. Salute. Get that paper. Get that dough.
I'm about to get out of here soon, but I just had to, I'm up all night long, so I work the graveyard, so I'm on my way out. But I just wanted to let you know. So everybody out in the world that listen to Phenomenal Channel, Colts. Just think for yourself. Think for yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Big Dog Willie.
All right, man.
All right, get back, man. Be safe out there.
All right.
Peace. Love the educated people, man. We got Carl Brown. Carl Brown, how can I help you?
What's up? For now, I'm at work, man. Look, I've been a fan of your channel for a long time, bro. You probably don't see me a lot because I don't always catch you live. But man, yo, I always said, my put it like this, my wife know about you more than she know a lot about the other channels. Real, because I always said from that day when you, I mean, I ain't bringing nobody up. I think I'm pretty sure. I think you know what I'm talking about. When you spoke up to the one that always saying things to make everybody believe. From that moment right then and there, I've been said you was a real one, no lie. But from that moment right then and there, I separated you from a lot of them. Like I got a pound for pound list as the podcast that I've been, you know what I mean, that I've been following. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna tell you it right now. I mean, it ain't no sense. But
you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot.
But you definitely up there. But one thing I wanted to jump up on, what a lot of people not even mentioning about the Errol Spence fight. I'm a big Errol Spence fan. I've been a big Errol Spence fan. I ain't afraid to say it. Anyone say I'm a Errol sexual, whatever, you know what I mean? But anyway, what a lot of people not speaking on is how fast Errol was getting up. Like, everybody call themselves boxing fans. Everybody say, oh, they know boxing. Boxing it, oh, they know they shit on boxing. Only when it comes to their favorite fighter, though. You know what I mean? Because if there was Terence Crawford, I'd be saying the same old thing. How fast Errol was getting up. How do that not show everybody that the man just ain't had no legs? Like, even if we don't want to look at the fact that how he looked, how weight drain or whatever, let's say we don't want to go that route. How fast he was, the referee never even got to count to 3. The referee never even got the chance to count to 3 off 3 knockdowns. And he finished the fight on his feet. That's why I said in his rematch, everybody got to be careful the way they coming at the dude. Because if he go in there and make these guys eat their words, social media gonna be messed up. When I'm talking about social media, I'm talking about YouTube. The ones on YouTube do like that I actually see that every time they make a video, it's like a diss Errol. It's a diss Errol thing to show the Terence Crawford and the Terence Crawford fans that look, I'm with y'all now. You know what I mean? My thing is, I think I got money out there already. So I got money out there. I think this fight at 154 is gonna be the fight that we always looking forward to at 147. But I think I just think Errol, it ain't gonna be no beat down. I think Errol gonna knock Terence Crawford out. Like I'm talking about, like that just, and it ain't got nothing to do with me being an Errol fan. It's just what I thought in the first one. Like the first round, everybody keep going by the first round. Earl was Earl. And I don't want to keep holding you up. My bad for now. I just never got a chance to get on your live.
No, dude, you are not holding me up. You are good. Go ahead, brother.
All right, but anyway, look, like everybody saying, oh, Earl, they going by the first round. A lot of people pay attention to what a lot of people saying. Oh, that first round, Earl was Earl, right? Earl was Earl. Earl wasn't Earl. Earl knew that. Even though it just everything played out to what he said. When he said, I'm going to step to him. Earl knew he ain't had no choice but to step to Terence Crawford. From that locker room or whenever day, Earl realized that, damn, this camp ain't what's up. And I don't care about nobody saying, I'm making excuses. I'm calling a spade a spade. I don't care about, and that's why I fuck with you. My bad for not for cursing, but that's why I mess with you. Because you don't care what nobody got to say about you, bro. You stand on yours. Like, for real. Like, you stand on yours. And that's one of the main reasons why I mess with you. But everybody keeps saying about Earl was Earl in the first round. The first round, Earl wasn't even Earl. Even when they introduced Earl, Name a time Errol was that calm. They introduced his name. This is the biggest fight. Name a time Errol was that calm. He went through his motto, doing what he do, doing his little feet thing. But look at Errol's face from the time walking out that tunnel. Errol knew he was going to lose. But Errol said, if I beat Terence Crawford in this state right here, that tell y'all a lot. That tell y'all that Terence Crawford really wasn't nothing. But like he said, he knew Terence Crawford was what he showed. So if they're gonna give Errol Smith credit for not making an excuse, give him credit for telling the truth when they asked him, did Terence Crawford show you anything that you wasn't expecting? He said, no, I expected all of that. Like, it's people, man, my thing is people gotta stand on boxing. And that's the reason why I started watching YouTube. It's been a long time that I was blowing past YouTube. I never even know what YouTube really was. I knew what it was, but I was no big fan of it. The first people I started watching, no lie, the first 3 podcasts I started following, the first one I was Champ Side. That's the first one I seen. Then I seen you. I didn't know what time you used to come on. I'm like, yo, this dude, he seemed like, you know what I mean? I don't know how old you are, but like a knowledgeable guy. I'm like, he seemed like he know what he talking about.
54. I'm 54.
All right, well, I'm 49, so we around the same age.
Okay.
But
except you keep your gray, except you keep the black in your beard.
oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, then it was on you. And then you and Blue Blood came at the same exact time. I'm like, oh snap, that's when I really started looking at. After I was looking at Champ Side, now I really started looking. I'm like, yo. But anyway, long story short, my thing was I started separating people because I started seeing certain things. No shade on nobody. But one thing I can say about you, you stayed like 100. Not saying that Champ Side or didn't, and sometimes Blue Blood, I'm cool with all of them. You know what I mean? But you stayed so solid, son. Like you stayed so solid that you got people naming names like with your name in it. Like that's when you know you're doing something right.
Hey man, I appreciate it, brother. Hey, let's drop that a little bit.
Though.
I appreciate you though.
Right. All right. My bad. Yeah, but look, like I said, I ain't never get on your live before. But anyway, all right. My thing is, I got 154 by knockout. Not it's gonna be a good fight. I just think Errol had the power to make Terence Crawford. I think he's gonna shock Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford don't know what Errol Smith's power really feel like, and I think he's gonna shock him, and that's when the fight gonna happen. And then, because Errol was landing some shit on him, but he didn't land as much.
Yes, sir. Hey man, I got a cat right behind you, brother. Thank you, Carl Brown. Appreciate you. Hey, come back on more often though, man. I do like talking to you, brother.
Word. I got you. All right, but yo, take care, man, yo. And I'm always, like I said, if I don't catch you live, I'm always catching the playbacks. I'm always looking at it. You know what I mean?
All right, that's what's up, man.
And I'll holler at you. All right.
What area? Where you from?
I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So you up east? Okay, cool. All right, brother. I'll get back with you, man.
All right.
All right, peace. Hey, Ray Davis in the building. What's up, Ray Davis? He said Errol got a chin and proved that punishment don't stop him. He didn't bring his A game. When that Errol comes back 100%, it's over for Bud. We'll see, man. We'll see. Bud can fight his ass off, bro. That dude can fight his ass off. He really, really, really can. He can. G-Man King, how can I help you?
Good morning, Fanon. How you doing?
I can't complain, man. I'm doing really well.
That's good. 2 things I wanted to...
You only get one. Stop trying to break the rules.
Damn. Well, one thing I was gonna say is that I have to agree with you on this 8 million nonsense. There's no way Devin Haney was gonna make $24 million to fight Shakur Stevenson. So I don't know who's pulling this stuff out, this make-believe stuff, but it's Devin Haney's biggest purse is probably what, 8 million, 6 million.
I don't know.
Not
probably
even that.
Probably closer to 6, if that. But
and that fight, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fight, shouldn't generate more than $10 million. So if anybody's putting those numbers, those are like BLK Prime numbers. They paid Crawford $10 million. But Anybody who's pulling that, I think that's just pure nonsense.
Okay, well, let me explain to you what that is. Somebody said, let's assume. They said, let's assume. They used a different word from assume, but they threw it out as an assumption. They said, let's say that he made $8 million. And that means next year, why would he do 8 when next year he can get 16? That's pretty much what the guy said. But he just threw out 8, but then people ran with it and said, somebody from his team says that he turned down 8 million. It's just not.
I saw
different.
a big YouTube channel make a video reporting that, so that's why I was like, maybe it's a real thing. I'm not gonna say the name.
You can say names. I don't care anymore. It's a regular conversation.
I saw Blue Blood Sports TV's title. Shakur Stevenson reportedly denied $8 million.
No, that's not.
But
that's not true. That's that was said with. If you listen to KO Boxing, because I didn't see the video, I didn't see anything. I just went and I was listening. I stopped by KO Boxing. Make sure y'all go subscribe to KO Boxing 86 TV. I went to go check him out last night, and when I got on the channel, it was right there. So I was like, he turned down $8 million. That's ridiculous. $8 million, that's $32 million. That's
right.
24. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But okay, so since that was obvious, I'll give you your second one.
Oh, I appreciate that. Last thing, Carl Brown, he was running around channels, spewing thick garbage about Crawford, and now all of a sudden,
we're gonna tell you right now that's not what we're gonna do.
All right, man.
You started
Anyways,
I'll just now you want to attack Carl Brown. I'm not into attacking Carl Brown.
He was just talking real thick about Crawford going across. All right.
Look, let me tell you. What you need to tell Carl Brown what you got to say to Carl Brown. Don't need to tell me and 534 other people what issue you got with what Carl Brown said. Carl Brown is Carl Brown is Carl Brown. I'm not Carl Brown. Just like you don't need to go tell Carl Brown something that I said.
Got you, man.
He's not me. I am me. You are you. He is he.
Well, I appreciate you giving me time on your channel again.
Man, you have time on my channel every single solitary day.
Thank you so much, sir.
Anytime,
if my super chat wasn't blocked, I would be donating. But yeah.
Oh, your super chat's not blocked. You can come up with a new channel.
No, my card.
No worries. You do it. Put the link in the private chat right now. Unblock it.
No, I'm saying my card. They banned it on iTunes because I had to dispute that charge for my money that I lost on YouTube.
Oh, who did you lose money to?
You know who I lost money.
Oh, but it's not gonna work, bro. Trust me. Cash App ain't gonna get the money back.
No, I disputed it with my bank. No, not the Cash App.
But the Cash App's not gonna give them the money back.
No, not Cash App. The bank did.
No, I got you. Did you use the bank to pay through Cash App?
Yes.
Then you're not gonna get your money back.
I did.
You already got it back?
Yeah, I did.
Temporarily?
I got my money back. That's why they banned me from using iTunes. I don't know if it's temporary or not.
It's probably provisional. It'll be really tough to get that money back. But I hope that I hope it works out well.
Somebody stole my money and I had to do something about it. But
I'm not sucking out your money, which is a little bit different.
And I'm not running up and fighting nobody. So.
If you said I'm going to send you this money and you did not send that money if you did not send that money on accident, as in that was not meant to get paid to you, you decided to push through that transaction. The fact that you didn't like your product and service is not going to get you a refund. Trust you me, I understand these things. But it's okay.
Hey,
how much did he beat you out of?
Well, he owes me $202.
So since he owes you $200, that was a bet?
I paid him $102, and
it was a bet.
Yeah. Yep. So
let me tell you, you're not good. You shouldn't get that money back because that's illegal. You're not supposed to be doing that. What story did you tell these guys to give me your money back, man?
Huh?
What story did you tell them? Because you can't say I gambled and he didn't pay me my money back.
I said this guy frauded me out of my money. He's supposed to pay me back.
That's not fraud.
Well, it is.
No, that's not fraud. You gave him that money. Somebody
I didn't.
Let me tell you, not paying a loan back is not fraud. You're not going to get charged with fraud if you borrow money from a bank You're only going to get hit with that if you provide false information to the bank in order to secure your loan. If he lied to you about your ability to pay it back,
He
something like
suckered
that.
he suckered me out of my money, man. You can't be condoning
Hey
that.
man,
Come on.
it's suckering something. It's not illegal to sucker somebody.
You can't be condoning that, man. You never suckered
I
me out of my
absolutely
money.
do not condone suckering you, but I suckered you myself, so I can't be a hypocrite.
Well,
You
you
want
did
me
it in
to
a
plug it
legitimate
back?
way. But I had a goal behind it too. I had to make sure you had your fish dinner, even though you
Dog,
did or not.
I appreciate you, dog, but let me tell you, I eat fish all the time.
We gonna have a round two in December or January.
No, we're
I'm gonna
not. I
send you
didn't bet
another
you the
50.
first time. Dude, I
I'm gonna send
didn't
you
bet.
another 50 for a fish fry.
Dude, man, I didn't bet the first time.
It wasn't a bet. It was a gift.
I'm just
Cause I
telling you, you asked to get a wager out of me. That's why I got a problem with all you dudes that talk shit to me. Do you know, not you, because you do talk shit, kind of. But this dude, a friend of mine, wants to call me and say, I told you he's going to win. I said, I told you he could win too. Did I turn down the bet? You offered to bet me money, and I
you
did not take the bet.
you're smart enough to turn down 50-50 bets, so I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'm
It
smart
is
enough
what
to,
it is
you
on
don't got to
that.
give me shit. I, I am not going to bet on, I'm not going to bet on something that I don't know for sure what's going to happen. And plus, it's not good for me to do it because it's a funny position. I can't take the money that's used to support the channel, because when I say, hey, will you make sure, please support in the Cash App, please support in the Super Chat, I can't then gamble right in your face.
But what that tells people is that you didn't believe in Errol Spence the way you spoke
No,
about Errol
what
Spence.
it does is, no, let me tell you what it does. What I told you is what I told you. I think Errol Spence Jr. will win, but Terence Crawford can definitely win the fight. That's what I said, because that's what I believe. I don't have to tell you, oh, Errol's going to knock out Terence Crawford because I believe, if I don't believe it. That's called me not being truthful. And I
And
got
that
too many trolls not to be truthful. Way
and
too
I
many.
that's a
If I
valid
was
opinion.
untruthful, you may actually be able to scratch an argument with me. But you won't do it. Ever. Because I am going to make sure all my shit is together. Okay? That's just how it's going to work. But look, I got a guy behind you, man. Good
Yeah, you
speaking to
got
you
your
again.
you got your P's and Q's. All right, I'm out of here.
Oh, yes, I do. A through Z and 1 through 10.
I'm gonna learn through age and experience. All right.
Expensive paper. And then hold on one second. Expensive paper said, to this day, what's going
What's
on,
go-
expensive paper?
what's going on? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, man. What's going on, fellow light skin crew? All these people want
Oh,
to put everybody
man.
in the light skin crew. There you go.
Man, I just coming on.
That dude is light skinned with straight hair. Him, not me. What's good with your expensive paper?
Oh man, I'm just coming on, and just I appreciate you, man. That's all. Just give me your flowers and everything. You hear me? Uh, I listen to you just about every morning. You get my day started. I
Thanks,
drive a
bro.
truck. I drive a truck, so I'm in and out.
Yeah.
I'm in and out the truck. So just giving your flowers and everything. You hear me?
Thank you, New
So,
Orleans. Thank you,
but
New Orleans.
yeah,
Thank you, New Orleans. I didn't know that's where you from, man. We got hooked up.
yeah,
Next time
yeah,
I go to New Orleans, man. Next, I'm gonna try to go to the Zulu Ball, man. I want to go to the Zulu Ball, man.
yeah,
We try to hook up next time I'm in New Orleans, man.
yeah. Seven Ward. That's what I was raised up. But
Okay, now we're
back
Seventh
like
Ward.
back
What part of
back
Seventh Ward?
yeah back in town. So like where Saint, you ever heard of Saint Augustine? Saint Augustine
Yeah,
High
St.
School.
Aug. St.
Yeah,
Aug, yeah. Of course.
yeah.
Purple Knights, St. Aug, yeah.
Purple Knights. Yeah. So like right down the street. That's where I was raised up at.
That's where
But
Regis went to school.
yeah. That boy
That's where
Regis,
Regis went to
man.
school. What do you
Yeah,
say?
Rougarou. Yeah, Rougarou.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's solid, man. I just,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't really know how you gonna do. We all got our opinions on how the fight gonna look and what he gonna do. Cause with that last one, that last fight he had, I didn't I didn't really like it. The performance, and then with Devin Haney too. I like Devin. I like Devin Haney. I like Tank. I like all of them. I like what you call it, Shakur too. They all got they got their swag about them.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
the things they do, I mean, sometimes you don't even gotta build up a fight. We know you good. You know what I'm saying? All the antics and all the extra stuff, you ain't even gotta do all that. You know, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's gonna work itself out. You know, but yeah, man, I just calling up here, wishing you a great day, being successful like you is,
Thank you,
and
brother. Thank you, man.
what you call it? Hey,
You
your
got
boy talking.
BNTB?
Your boy talking about he got his money. Yeah, man. But
BMTB's my dude, bro.
yeah, he's
I
solid,
rocks with
solid,
BNTB, man.
solid. You could listen to somebody, right? And you don't have to agree with everything they saying, but you put everything together. What you learn from this person, you take from this person, and you
Yeah.
you formulate your own opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't get mad and want to do something. Like I be seeing people threatening these YouTube personalities. They be threatening them. You hear me? Just like off the strength of what they believe. It may not be what you believe. You know what I'm saying? That's little kid stuff. But
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But I'm gonna jump off, man. It was nice talking to you, bro.
All
Enjoy the
right,
rest of
brother.
your day. You hear me?
And just so you know, so now that I mentioned Creoles, every time
Oh.
Creole come up, I'm gonna be like, till this day,
Yeah.
for sure. Hey, let me tell you. Hey, T Orlando, you need to find his cousins.
Oh man, there you go. Yeah.
Am I lying though?
Nah, you not. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. But
That's what it
good
is.
talking to you though, brother.
Always, brother. Always, man. Like I said, man, when I get to New Orleans, I'm glad to know that you from New Orleans. So that way, man, when I go down there, man, I'm gonna buy you a drink, man. We gonna kick it or something, man. In New Orleans, man. If you there,
Hey, it's on
you know what I mean?
on me. It's on me because you coming down as a guest. So
I
yeah,
went to
it's
Dillon though, man. So I feel like New Orleans is home. I lived there for years, man. I
my
used to
boy.
live. Yeah, I used to live down on Gentilly. Man, that's the only time I ever lived in the projects. Down on a Gentilly, like way down on Gentilly, like on the way to St.
You talk.
Bernard.
Yeah, you talking
Down
about
by,
going by the racetrack and all that.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I stayed there for a year in college. I was like, God dang, these New Orleans
Yeah.
dudes out here. Wow.
Can I say one more thing before I
Yeah,
jump out?
for sure.
Look, I want to say anybody that riding motorcycles and everything, my partner Donald Harris. He was I've been knowing him since he was young, And if y'all ever lost somebody, y'all really love them, just cherish them people, man. Like really be there for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, like I felt kind of like bad because I don't even want to talk about it. It's a long story. We ain't got
away recently.
Nah. He was my homie. So like it hit different when you grew up with him. You hear me? So it's like when one of your childhood friends or whatever. So I was just saying, if love, if you got family members, tell them you love them, and everything, because tomorrow not promised, So
yeah, man. Did he pass away
man,
recently?
he was like my dog, Nah, that was in
All right, man.
2015, but that still carries with me
Okay.
today. I've been knowing it since like a knee high, Yeah, I've been knowing
Oh
since
yeah,
like
no.
a knee
Hey,
high.
what's his name again? What's
You
his
know,
name?
Donald Harris.
Donald Harris. Hey, we're gonna do a 10 count. Rest in peace. Yeah, Donald Harris. Rest in peace to Donald Harris. Rest in peace, brother. Sorry for your loss, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Martin. My mama named me Jason, so.
All right, Jason. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what's up.
For sure.
All right, brother.
All
You
right,
drive safe,
all right,
man.
man. All right.
All right, peace. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's tough, man. Yeah, that's tough. That's why I be thankful every time I'm thankful every time So Deep gets on here, man. Every time I'm So Deep, like I lost a childhood friend earlier this year in or it might have been late last year. I can't. It's may have been may have been like last summer, man. It may have been last summer. Lost I lost a good friend from childhood, Devin Leftwich. Yeah, it's tough, man. But the older you get, the more that's going to happen. Believe it. The older you get, the more it's going to happen, man. More it's going to happen. I mean, it's part of life, man. Ray Davis in the building said, G-Man Kang asked Rick Glazier for a bum. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you, man. Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Aisha for Super Chat Thursday. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for the support set for Super Chat Thursday. Chris Trucker, we got truckers coming on. What's up, Chris Trucker?
Whoa, what's up, Fernando? How you doing, man?
Man, I can't complain about a thing, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm cooling, man. I'm cooling. I ain't in the truck right now. I'm off today, man. Here with the newborn, my wife, chilling.
That's what's up. How long you been married?
Oh man, going like 4 years now. It's my wife,
cool.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, man. I wanted to give a different perspective on something that, the brother just said when it comes to like certain, content guys and things like that. When people, threaten content guys and things like that, and people threaten people over the internet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to give another side to the coin. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is, this is the internet. So, some people do get up here and act like tough guys on the internet and things like that. But one thing I realize about a lot of people, even people in the comment sections and stuff like that, a lot of y'all some internet bullies. And for real, y'all some internet bullies. Y'all use the internet to disrespect people in ways that you wouldn't talk to them like that in real life. And that goes for guys who got certain, I don't want to mention names because I know, you cool with certain other people who got pages and stuff like that. But the reason why some people receive threats is because you disrespecting a grown man on the internet and you wouldn't talk to that grown man like that in real life. Because if you was talking, if you from any place like, if you from a place like Baltimore or Dallas or any of these murder capital type of cities or stuff like that, if you was walking around talking to people the way you talking to people on the internet, you probably wouldn't be living. You're not going around talking to people the way you talking to people. And a lot of y'all be in the comment section roasting people and talking about people and saying things about people. And then when somebody get macho on the internet, you want to say, oh man, here go the internet toughness. Well, you ain't really no different than that if you using the internet to disrespect somebody who you don't even know. And if you seen that person in real life, you're not gonna say that to him. You get what I'm saying? So it's just it's another side to the coin. Yeah, people get up here and they say some crazy stuff and I'm gonna do this to you. But at the same time, you get people on the other side who use these platforms to disrespect people in a way that you wouldn't talk to people like that in real life. You get what I'm saying, Fanon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I understand that.
You use these platforms and these comment sections to be internet bullies, to say stuff about people that you would not say in real life. So that's all I'm saying. It's not always, somebody just want to be tough and be childish when they threaten another man over the internet. It's like, nah, bro, you talking to me. I come on your platform, we talking boxing, you start talking about my wife and what you gonna do to my wife, what you gonna do to my wife in front of my kids. Start calling me bees and you this, you a Earl sexual, you a bud this, you a that. You talking to me in a way that you wouldn't talk to me like that. You would. I mean, you might talk to me like that in real life, but you ain't gonna last too long. You know what I'm saying? You might call me something, a name or something like that, but you ain't gonna last too long talking like that. We gonna be rumbling at some point. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, that's all I gotta say, man. I just wanted to give a other side of the coin.
No, I got you, man. Let me. Can I give you my 2 cents on it?
Go ahead for now.
People got a lot of stress in their life.
Yeah.
Wherever it comes from. You know, wherever it comes from, people got a lot of stress in their lives. You got people that you work for, that you may have a job with, and you're frustrated with your job. You may be frustrated with your wife. You may be frustrated with whatever's going on, man. You may be frustrated with your health. And people are trying to find a way to vent the frustration that they have in their day-to-day lives. And it may not, or the trauma that they've had in their day-to-day lives. And when you brush them the wrong way, you're going to get a reaction. Now, the brushing them the wrong way could be that you think their favorite fighter will lose. You think that their favorite fighter is ducking a fight. You may think that you may say what they think is silly or dumb, and all that toxicity is going to fly out at you.
Yeah.
You know? And so there's people that like legitimately like have mental health issues, right? Ex-soldiers. If you talking to somebody that is like, say somebody's like a combat vet, you don't know what you're going to get out of talking and rubbing a combat vet the wrong way.
Right.
Because they literally have been catching bodies from the top of roofs.
Right.
And seeing people die in front of them and making people die in front of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's several people in the chat that have done several tours in Afghanistan, just in the comment sections.
Right.
So when you're dealing with somebody that is a combat vet that is seen, they have a different. I got somebody I consider to be like a nephew that's a combat vet, and let me tell you, man, this kid will kill you. There ain't no doubt in my mind, this kid will kill you.
Right.
Like, and he got all the weapons necessary to do it. Right? Brushing him the wrong way with somebody that is fully accepted, they could have died multiple times. You'll get different things, and they're pouring that toxicity out, which is why it's so important to understand that boxing is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, it's a sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a sport. It's just like, guys, you know, a lot of these people, man, they living vicariously through these fighters, man. They living vicariously through these fighters. They get up here and talk like they beat you up, in the ring. It's like, bro, Errol Spence lost. I ain't lose. Somebody told me on another panel last night, if Tank lose, I'm gonna be on suicide watch. I said, man, I don't care if Tank lose. I got kids. I got a real life I live. I got kids I gotta take care of. If Tank lose, that's what I'm gonna do. Get up in the morning and take my son to school, feed my baby boy.
I tell you, man, that's just somebody. I got one cat right behind you, man. Look, man, just between just me and you, like I'm talking to you, just me and you, just man to man. When anybody tries to give you their toxicity, it don't matter what's coming out their mouth. It doesn't matter what it is. They are trying to give you negativity. You gotta, with yourself, the best thing that you can do is refuse their negativity, either by just looking at them being like, damn, it's like you're vomiting. Like, that's how sometimes because people come at me a lot. When I hear certain things, I'm like, you're just vomiting. I don't know what's going on in your life or what's going on, but I'm not your dog to kick.
Right.
So then that's what people do to their dogs. A lot of times that's people why they literally, and I mean that very literally, like they are trying to kick a dog. Like, your work didn't go wrong. You can't say nothing to your boss. You get a parking ticket. You can't say anything to the policeman. So what you do, your dog wants to come up and pet you. Dog wants a pet. You're mad. You kick your dog. You punch your dog. So they come onto the internet to punch their dog. And if you let them spew that at you and you get that's just more and more shit's gonna come. More and more shit's gonna come. More and more shit's gonna come.
Right.
So,
yeah, I'm a hot ball, but I just want to leave you with that though. Like, I
got you, brother. But don't look just between me and you, dog. Just like, if that's the case, if you feel that way, Dude, just don't watch those dudes and go somewhere where somebody's gonna be like,
I don't.
look,
Yeah, I don't watch. I just wanted to
Yeah.
to end it on this. Like, listen, yeah, people threaten people over the line online, but don't be a person who use the internet to disrespect people that you wouldn't disrespect in real life. It's another side of that coin. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
All right, Fernando. Thanks for having me on, man.
And anytime, man, come back more often, brother.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Bam Bam Lynch, what's going on, brother? How can I help you, man?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
Man, I can't complain. How about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm blessed, man. I just wanted to shout you out, man. You living a dream, you know what I'm saying? You got one of the best jobs in the world, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel fortunate. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, brother. Appreciate
man,
you.
it's a blessing. Like I said, I'm an ex-amateur boxer. I was actually ranked number 3 in the country. I didn't share rooms with everybody, and it just didn't work out for me because I had kids early, and money wasn't coming in fast enough. But
yes, sir.
But I said it's a blessing, man. I love watching your content. And about the Earl thing, that wasn't Earl. Like, no matter what people, they try to knock him, like he shouldn't take that rematch, but that wasn't Earl. If you can't see something was wrong with him, even if he don't use the excuse, you know what I'm saying, something wrong with you.
And that's very, very obvious because most people that know that, man, most Errol Spence, most Terence Crawford fans that ain't into trolling people say that. They're like, nah, that fight was going he died, something wrong with him. And yeah, clearly something was wrong with him. I agree.
And I also want to talk about that. Man, why everybody hate Core, man?
Is that a serious question to me?
Man, I was in Clubhouse the other day. All they did was try to beat me up because I was the only one saying that he ain't no bum. They try to make it sound he ain't top 5 and
Shakur?
Yeah, like everybody gonna watch him. I was like, man, I'm starting to hate Clubhouse.
What's Club? I don't know what Clubhouse is.
Clubhouse is an app. It's like it's a talk app. Everybody get on there and you jump on.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Conversate about different things. But I jumped into a boxing room, and just, man, they knocked my man all over one thing, which was they say he ain't got no power, no knockout percent. And that's why I was like, so we're gonna say, oh, so Deontay Wilder the greatest fighter ever, then, huh? And they like, nah, you moving the goalpost, but that ain't moving the goalpost. If your reason for Shakur not being that great is power, Deontay done dropped that man he ever got in the ring with, so he must be the greatest.
Dog, they absolutely were. They first of all, his last fight was a knockout. I do think 2 of his last 3 fights were knockouts. I think. Didn't he knock out? He knocked out. Well, I guess not Conceição, but he knocked out Oscar. He knocked down Oscar Valdez. Mm-hmm. He knocked out Jamel Herring, and he knocked out Yoshina.
Yeah,
but say he's not a top 5 lightweight.
Man, they put everybody over here, man. It's funny to see the people
ain't no way
over here.
That shit's stupid. Ain't no way in the world he's not a top 5 lightweight.
I don't see how you could put Keyshawn over him at all.
Somebody put Keyshawn over him.
All of them put Keyshawn.
Man, Keyshawn Davis wouldn't put Keyshawn Davis over him. Keyshawn Davis wouldn't put Keyshawn Davis over him.
Yeah, they want to bet me on this if he fight Frank, but man, I think he's gonna watch Frank. I like Frank and all, but I think he's gonna watch Frank.
Look, man, I like Frank. I have to favor Shakur in that fight. Frank is a live underdog, bro. In my opinion, top 5 lightweights for me are Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. If Devin Haney is there, Devin Haney. God, who else is there? Lomachenko and man, I may say Frank Cruz. Maybe Esau Cruz. Did I say Frank Martin already? Frank Martin. And either Esau Cruz or either Esau Cruz, Edwin De Los Santos, or Andy Cruz. And Andy Cruz only got 1 fight. The Cuban dude. And Andy Cruz. But man, anybody saying that, man, they ridiculous, bro. And they just repeating what somebody else said and relying on their information coming from what somebody else said, and they just want to hear that. But ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. Ain't nobody beating Shakur Stevenson in lightweight. I'm not picking anybody to beat Shakur Stevenson in lightweight other than maybe, and these are maybes, maybe Gervonta Davis and maybe Frank Martin.
Yeah.
Those are maybes. Just like maybe Shakur will beat Gervonta, maybe Shakur will beat Frank Martin. But I, I like Frank Martin. I'm gonna be honest with that. I like Frank Martin.
I like Frank Martin. I just don't think that I don't think his pace or his, experience is gonna hold up with Shakur.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
see. Kind of like a mixture of Bud and Errol. He'll push the pace, but he also can sit back and rock out.
Yeah, he'll stand right there with you and bomb on you right there. Like seriously, he's got all phases. He can fight from the outside. He'll sit there right there with you, right there, and bang on you right there.
Move and not get touched.
Yeah, the problem is he's going to get touched. He's going to get touched by Frank Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank Martin got major crack, and Gervonta Davis got major crack. So that's the kind of the things that are neutralizers. That could be neutralizers, and that is the power that you get out of Frank Martin, and the composure you get out of Frank Martin. I think he's a really good fighter. But yeah, brother, I agree. I agree with you. Anybody saying that's just ridiculous.
I don't know. I just don't think nobody can beat Shakur with that IQ, the timing, the rhythm, the angles. In my book, he got the total package. He might not have the most power, but he's still carrying 50% knockout.
He got enough power.
Yeah.
We got enough power, and but no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it.
They didn't take that away from Devin with his 50%. So I mean,
he's better than. I don't care what anybody said, man. I'll tell you flat out, he's better than Devin Haney.
I think so.
There ain't no way he's not better than Devin Haney. That's ridiculous. To me, I can't see for nothing that he ain't better than Devin Haney. I can't see for nothing that he's not better than Lomachenko is right now. And that's not saying anything bad about either one of those dudes. It's just that kid can really, really fight, man. Like, he can really fight, man.
I think the biggest difference between him and a lot of the other guys is they willing to take rounds off and lose rounds. He ain't. He don't really sit back. He tries to win every round, and that's what's gonna make him great in the long run. As long as he keep up his same, things and continue to grow.
Yeah, they're tripping on him. All right, bro. I got a couple of these super chats I got to get to, brother. Come back again, man. Thanks, man. All right, brother. Peace. Man, it's nice having y'all jump on. Too bad the trolls won't jump on. Too bad the trolls won't jump on. Too bad y'all bumping y'all lips and don't jump on. Mr. Tell It Like It Is said, for the cause. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for supporting on Super Chat Thursdays. Derek Choice said, when is Errol actually Errol? When he's beating people up, he can easily beat. Dude, you got to stop lying to yourself, man, and other people. Derek Choice. Man, what's going on so deep, man? Thank you, man. That's huge, brother. Thank you for the support on Super Chat Thursday. He said, salute, fam. Much love, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, sir, dog. I told him. Like, there's a couple dudes that I like. I just got to call, make sure they're good. But yeah, that's my dude, So Deep. What's up, brother? What's happening with you, man? Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you for that support, brother. It means a lot, man. Thank you for helping the channel continue, brother. He said, Bird one said, Fanon, clubhouses for kids. It'd be a bunch of them arguing about rappers. Yeah, dog. First of all, I already know that shit ain't about to pop off. Why does everybody hate Haney? Nobody. I don't know anybody that hates Haney. Click the link. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, So Deep, man. That means a lot, bro. Thank you. Errol didn't drop weight well after a year and a half with no tune-up. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Dude, look, let's just stop acting like you didn't see it, okay? Because it doesn't help you make fun of people. Just like you guys are now calling this man, you are literally calling this man a coward. If he doesn't take the rematch, he's a coward. Demo said, nah, you're a casual fan. I'm a real boxing fan and a Spence fan. You must not be talking to me. So we'll assume you're not talking to me. I am waiting on this. Hold on one second. I got to do something. Hold on one second. Hold on. Sorry, I had to do that. I'm a fan of the sport, love the craft. Yeah. Bud just said that they don't want to see the rematch. Now they're calling. Bud just said they don't want to see the real. Who's but when did Bud say they don't want to see the rematch? When did Bud say that he doesn't want a rematch? Didn't want to see the rematch. Y'all be hearing some stuff I don't hear. For now, some people said that they don't want to see the Spence rematch and are the ones saying he's a coward if he didn't take it. I'm telling you, oh, that's what you mean, Richard Paris. Look, man, Bud fans, thank you. They're not Bud fans. They are not Terence Crawford fans. Canelo Alvarez needs to take this into consideration. Jermell Charlo needs to take this into consideration. These people that are talking about Terence Crawford are not Terence Crawford fans. They don't support him. They're just PBC haters, and there is a big difference. There's a big difference. Hey, Aaron Muhammad said, Fanon, little support for the Mecca Boxing Channel. Salute. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I feel like Errol stayed close to the weight too long and lacked energy from a proper weight and proper cut. Look, all I'm saying is that a whole bunch of people saw this. So the Bud buddies, I'm telling you, they're not Terence Crawford fans. I'm telling you, they're not, by and large, they are not Terence Crawford fans. No, they are not. They don't support. They're not somebody that supports them. If you are a fan of a particular fighter, you're supporting that fighter. You're not going to spend your time saying things that are contradictory. Cy Gray said, no trolls today, cool but weird. Dude, there's no trolls jumping on this channel because they can't win a debate with me. Not even kind of, not even close. No way, no shape, no form, no fashion. And I got a guy on Twitter, bare minimum, that swore on Twitter what he was going to do today. And I tweeted you back 2 times, show up. Then I said, still waiting. We're at an hour and a half. We are halfway through this live stream. You are still not here. I suspect you're G-Man King. Don't be mad when I click that link. I'm gonna get you. Please, somebody argue with me today about any of this. I would love it. You guys are out here saying things that are ridiculous. Now, for y'all trying to buddy up. Now, let me talk to my fellow content creators trying to buddy up with Bud. Dude, buddying up with Bud is not going to do you any good whatsoever. It will be at best like buddying up with Canelo. It's not going to do you any good whatsoever. Okay? Canelo Alvarez, if you are an American content creator, that buddying up with Canelo Alvarez is not going to do you any good. It's really not. Most of his fan base is Mexican. If you're not Mexican, it's not going to help you. Errol, Terence Crawford, you can say what you want. He didn't have a big fan base before, and he doesn't have a big fan base now. That pay-per-view did 650,000 pay-per-views when Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant did 800,000. Dimitri Bivol got on the pound-for-pound list. When he beat Canelo Alvarez, he did not get his fans. Sorry, it's not going to work for you. You might as well just be real. You might as well just be real. Because real is consistent. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Cy Gray, thank you, brother. $5 holler. Thank you for that support, man. Thank you for the $5 holler. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that support, man, on this Thursday. Thank you. You know what I mean? Whole fan bases are obsessive trolls and weird. Dude, I'm telling you, they're not fans. They just type a lot. They're not fans. They just type a lot. They just have a lot of time. They may have jobs. If they have jobs, they have jobs that allow them to spend a considerable amount of time typing. You crazy if you don't think Crawford fan base got bigger? Stop it. No, I'm not. Prove it. I know. I do not believe it got any bigger. I don't. And even if it did get bigger, so what? It was small before. You can't show me anything to tell me why I should think that it got bigger. It doesn't work like that. It's not working like that on YouTube. It's not working like that on YouTube. Show me the numbers. I see the numbers. People are more interested to talk about Errol than they are Terence. Still. You're tripping. People are more interested in talking about Errol Spence Jr. and what he's going to do and what's going on with him than they are anything about Terence Crawford and what Terence Crawford is doing next. And if you do not believe it, go look at the numbers on YouTube videos on the topic. I know the analytics behind it and I have a very reliable fan source for the fan base. And you know why that is? Because I got a lot of black subscribers. A lot. So don't tell me what people's fan bases are. You better believe I know who got the fan bases. I know exactly who got the fan bases. Because if you talk about them, their fan base talk to you. Terence Crawford fan base has not gone anywhere. It's the same. And in fact, it's less interaction than it was. Less, because he's no longer tied to Errol. Once you take Errol away from Terence, Terence subsides. That's the truth. You can like it or not like it. Go to any channel and look at their videos about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. If Errol Spence is not associated with Terence Crawford, it's like Terence Crawford, the interest in Terence Crawford goes down. Because that's what's been Terence's draw for the last 5 years. It's been Errol and Terence, Errol and Terence, Errol and Terence. If there is no Errol and Terence, then what do you get? You get Terence without Errol. I'll be happy to debate anybody on that. All of his pay-per-views were sold off of the potential of him fighting Errol. Now he wants to fight Canelo. But guess what? That's Canelo. And that shit will get big when the fight is actually made. You're not going to get it off Jermell either. I'm telling you, I've done thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of YouTube videos. I've got analytics going years and years and years back on Terence Crawford and Errol Spence because I have promoted them both. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Tyson Fury was big in the United States when he fought Deontay Wilder. After he beat Deontay Wilder in the United States, his shit went down. It went down. because he was connected to Deontay Wilder. And everybody came to see Tyson Fury. Everybody was rooting for Tyson. Bullshisms. Where is Tyson Fury? Is he considering fighting in the United States? No. No. Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin's name was big when you're connecting Gennady Golovkin to Canelo. And that's it. Even Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's name was biggest when it was associated with Floyd. When that fight was over, that shit took a nosedive. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if he wins or loses, because the interest in Manny Pacquiao was what will happen when he fights Floyd. I don't know what he needs to do. Maybe stop getting so mad at people that support him. I don't know what he has to do. That shit would have had to happen early in his career. I don't know. Be from Dallas. Be from Dallas. Having it be somebody that has, I don't know what he got to do. I'm just telling you what it is. And you can like it or you can lump it. It doesn't make a difference to me. You can like it or you can lump it. I know what's going on, bro. You can like it or lump it. And that has been proven consistently. Ali was the biggest name in boxing, easy. And he fought in the biggest fight ever at the time when he fought Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier beat him. Did Joe Frazier get popular? No. When the fight was over, he got less popular. Because he was popular because all these people, his quote-unquote support base was made up of people that liked him no matter what, and a bunch of people that hated Ali. Once he beat Ali, the people that said, oh, he won that fight, they didn't have to support him anymore. They went on about their business. So when you look at the people that you think are supporting Terence, you got to probably take, and this is just me throwing a number out. You got to take probably 3 out of 5 or 6 out of 10 are people that don't even like him. You got to take that shit out of the equation. And I'm going to prove it to you. The numbers for that fight did around what Steven Espinoza thought they would do. He said the number was a big fight. It wasn't, and he said it going in. He said, do I think that, or he's like, I don't think, he's like, yeah, is it a big fight? Yeah, it's a big fight. Is it Manny Floyd? No. They thought it would do around 700,000 pay-per-views, man. It did 650. It didn't do 800. It didn't do 1.2 million. You can't tell me the B side of an 850,000 deal, which was wanted by everybody, all the hardcore. All that tells you is there was no casual interest in the fight. That's what the numbers actually tell you. That tells you, yeah. And most black boxing, and Terence Crawford has never had a lot of support with black boxing fans. He doesn't. You guys can say what you want. You can dislike me for telling you what it is. But all of this stuff has come out of the mouths of people at Showtime. And he talked himself into more money by giving Errol Spence to give up things. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. What are you talking about? Anyway. Okay, so Errol fans came out, Bud fans too. I say 50K, 500K of the 600 was Errol fans. Dude, you guys are, I'm trying to tell you, tripping. Lord Scotty, how can I help you? Lord Scotty, how can I help you? I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right, good. See, I'm on my way to work, man, and I just had to chime in real quick because ain't nobody calling in. Don't nobody want no smoke, right?
No, probably not. Well, how can I
Tell
help
me
you,
why.
man?
Hey, man, why you going on a rant about Spence having more
First
fans
of
than
all, bro,
Bud?
we're going to hit a
Come on,
pause
man.
on you, Lord Scotty. I already know who you are, bro. You can stop all that dumb shit, okay? I've already recognized your voice. You can stop all that dumb shit. You're about to start saying a bunch of bullshit and insult me and do all that corny shit, okay? I know full well who you are. Do you have a point to make? Make the point. The second that you start doing that dumb shit you like to do, I'm throwing your ass out.
Who has more IG followers? Let's just start there. Who has more IG followers?
What's your point?
Who has more
Devin
IG
Haney
followers?
does. Devin Haney does.
Over at see now you moving the goalpost, man.
No, I'm not.
I'm
I'm telling you that I'm telling you that I don't give a fuck how many IG followers you have because you can buy them. And also, that's not what counts. It counts how many people are going to buy your fights. Devin Haney has more IG followers than Errol Spence or Terence Crawford combined.
Like I
So
said,
there goes your who has more IG shit. I don't care.
But this is the point I'm trying to make. Bud's followers went up after the fight.
You don't know that. Give me the numbers.
What do you mean? It's clear. It's obvious.
It's not clear. What numbers? What fight has he gone? What fight has he had? And organization tickets has he sold since the Errol Spence Jr. fight to tell you that his numbers went up?
So you saying his fans didn't buy the fight?
What I'm telling you is that you say it's obvious that his numbers went up. The numbers we're talking about is the number of tickets that you're selling and the number of pay-per-views you're doing.
That's my point. How many tickets
his numbers didn't go up in the Errol Spence Jr. fight?
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't, because the PBC said exactly how many what they thought that fight would do. They said that they thought the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight would do somewhere around 700,000 pay-per-views. It did 650. That fight actually underperformed for expectations.
So 600 of that was Spence fans is what you're trying to say?
I'm telling you, 650,000 was what they predicted when they said Terence Crawford was not a draw. Okay. They said Errol Spence Jr. is not a draw. Terence Crawford is not a draw. And therefore we think that this fight will generate around 650,000 pay-per-views because of the combination of Errol Spence Jr.'s fan and the desire for hardcore boxing fans to see the fight.
So it'll do
around 700. It'll do around 700,000. So it did less than they expected, which means the fight was not as attractive as they thought it was. You can say either Errol was not as popular.
Exactly.
Errol was not as popular, or Terence was not as popular.
That's the point. So
that's not the point.
That is. I told you he grew after the fight. He grew after the fight. He grew after the fight.
How do you know that?
Before the fight, I'm telling you. Let me tell you. You cut me off. You cut me off. I'm trying to tell you. Let me cook.
No, give me the number. Give me the number. You act a buffoon if I let you talk too much. You go ahead and tell me where you get the number from.
You don't want me to prove my point, man. You cut me off.
You're not going to prove a point.
I'm trying to.
You're going to spew out in a second. You're about to spew out a bunch of insults like a fucking goofball is what you're about to do. I know you. You're about to start calling my mother names and go off and gurgle your voice or do some stupid shit. Because you're an immature kid.
That ain't
so give me the numbers, the specific numbers that you have, or the event where he sold more tickets or sold more pay-per-views since the Errol Spence
You
fight.
said fans. You said fans. You just said fans. You didn't talk about tickets. You went on a rant about fans. See, you switching the argument. That's the
No, I
point
didn't.
I'm making. You said
Fans
fans.
are people. Fans
Fans
are
are people that follow you.
Exactly, you
Go look at
moron.
go
Fans
look at
are
the
people.
IG. Go
Fans
look
are
at the
people.
IG followers before the
Fans are people that pay for your fight. They either pay for your fight by going to it, or they pay for your fight by buying the pay-per-view. Those are the fans I'm talking about. Because I'm saying who is a draw. You draw in fans. IG is not a draw. You can buy IG followers. You can buy them. You can put a video up that goes viral and get a bunch of people subscribing off of a viral video. Those are not paying customers. The IG is free. Twitter is free.
it's free and you get paid from it.
You don't get paid for Twitter.
You do get paid for IG.
You're a fucking moron. You don't get paid for IG.
You get paid from IG, man.
You get paid for IG? You do?
Yes, you do.
You sure about that?
I'm 100%
sure?
correct.
You're 100% correct that you get paid for
100
IG? You want to know how much you get? You know who gets paid for IG?
People with followers.
Not promoters. Ha ha ha. Promoters don't get paid for it.
But fighters do.
Television
Fighters
network,
with 1 million plus followers with more followers than Spence does.
Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. Talking about you get paid for Instagram. Do you get paid for Instagram? I've got $35,000. I got 35,000 followers on Instagram. I've got 35,000. I know what you get paid for Instagram. Nothing is what you get paid for Instagram. Nothing for Instagram. It is so de minimis, it's not even worth your time. They don't have ads on Instagram. How many Instagrams do you have on your channel, Mr. Expert on what you get paid for? You're not going to laugh this ass whooping off.
You already done moved your argument, man. Moved your argument.
I'm walking with your stupid ass. Terence Crawford, you have no proof whatsoever that Terence Crawford sells more tickets or more pay-per-views after the Errol Spence Jr. fight. Because number one, he hasn't even had a fight. So you don't know that. Number two, the fight underperformed with him as a headliner. And they thought he was not a draw when they predicted the numbers, and the numbers came in less than they even thought it would. Every pay-per-view that Terence Crawford has ever been in has underperformed. Every single one of them. And those are facts, fella. Now go gurgle and make fun of my mother or do something else stupid like that. You got something stupid to say? Something childish to say? Instagram followers. Oh, he's got more Instagram followers now. He got more Twitter followers now. Anything else? Or are you just waiting to fart on the camera? Goofball. You're just waiting to fart or act like you in the shower jerking off like you did last time. Goof. You goofball. Anything else, goofball? Come on, do it. Get it out the way. Say something really ignorant. Act like you in the shower, doing like you did last time. Like I don't know that's you. That's what you did last time. You thought I was going to sit there and wait for you? I'm not. Goodbye. Get your raggedy ass off. Since don't nobody want no smoke. Nigga, you don't want no smoke. Clown. You're just sitting there trying to figure out what kind of stupid shit you could do next. Damn, he know I'm going to do some stupid shit next. Like fart. I'm farting. Goofball. I'm telling you, if y'all don't remember who that dude is, that's the dude that was doing all that stupid stuff. Dude quiet because he ashamed for now. I know it's crazy. Bro, no. Get your ass and go away. Got something goofy to say?
So you're
You got something goofy to say, bro? I'm not gonna waste all time with you. Get the goofy part out of the way.
and mic check. Can you hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you because I muted you. Get the goofy shit out of the way.
All right,
Do
listen,
the
man.
goofy shit.
Your platform is YouTube. If you go down to YouTube and what's trending right now, it's Canelo versus Bud. It's not nothing to do with Spence.
Wrong.
Come on, man.
You're lying.
See, now you talking.
Wrong. You're lying. Number one. I have Twitter, I have Instagram, and I've got YouTube. I've got more followers than you on all three. And guess what? YouTube doesn't trend. That's Twitter. I know what the numbers are because I've done videos on all those subjects.
You just said YouTube don't trend. You don't make that. What do you mean? You can look up trending on YouTube. You can look up
your stupid ass up. I know what is going on YouTube. When somebody puts something out, Canelo Alvarez said he would fight Terence Crawford. So people are doing videos on Terence Crawford. Those numbers are not doing as well as the videos about whether or not Errol Spence is going to take the rematch. They're not. I did videos on both of them. I've got 100,000 subscribers. I got almost 130,000 subscribers. Until you can tell me that more tickets have been sold, leave me alone.
You just
because you don't know what you're talking about.
You can't tell me that more tickets been sold by Spence. You can't tell me that.
I didn't say it was. I said that he wasn't a bigger draw.
That's what you're asking me to tell you. It's the same difference. No, man.
You're saying he grew, dumbass. You said he grew.
He did. After the fight, his followers went up. That's proof enough.
He grows. Then prove he grew in fans. You can't. You said he grew.
That's proof enough, man.
That's not proof enough. That's proof enough for you, bozo. Now, will you hurry up and fart on the camera or something?
That's
so I can move on?
Generation. What is our generation look at when we talk about popularity?
Go ahead and fart on the camera, bozo, so I can keep it pushing.
You gotta be mistaken with somebody else, man.
No, I don't. I know exactly who you are.
You can't know who I am, man. Come on,
I know exactly who your voice is.
Fart on the camera, man. You sound
crazy.
Do
what you did last time. Get in there and make goofy noises. I let you talk for a considerable amount of time one time, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you just start letting out a bunch of ridiculousness.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was
you.
That wasn't me.
That was you.
You got me mistaken.
That was you.
Man. Go ahead and
I
give
didn't
me a
block
wrench,
you.
Man. Go ahead and give me a wrench. That wasn't me.
I'm gonna give you this. Grow your ass up and stop lying. Get the fuck off my channel, you bozo. Go away. Go away. You cannot tell me that Terence Crawford is a bigger draw. You can't, because he hasn't had a fight yet. So that just makes you wrong, period. That makes you wrong, period. I cannot prove to you that Errol Spence is a bigger draw now after that fight until the numbers come in. You tell me what's trending on YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. Because I swear I've never seen a trending button on YouTube. I could have swore that was Twitter. But let me go. I'm only on YouTube every day. Let me see if they have a trending button here. I'm looking for it. They've got home, short, subscriptions, library, history, your videos. They got a bunch of different things that you can look at. They got recommended for you. No, I'm pretty sure that Twitter is trending. I'm pretty sure that it's Twitter that has trending. Trending news. That's probably the dude from Twitter that was going to prove something. Anyway, He didn't try to. Did he try to request a rec thing and he earned it? What he? Oh, I don't know. Yes, goofball.
You running from the smoke, man.
I'm running from the smoke.
Yeah, that's why you keep kicking me because I'm making my points. You found that trending button in there, didn't you?
No, I did not.
Come on, man. You getting old for now. Come on,
No, I
man.
didn't.
Come on,
You're
man.
getting old too, dumbass.
You
You're
showing
getting
your,
old.
you
You're
showing your
getting
age.
old.
You got to act your age and not your shoe size sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. You do. Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one, cornball. Thank you for getting to the corny shit.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? A serious question. A serious question.
Goofball. No,
See what I'm saying, man?
Goofball. No, you can't, goofball. No, you cannot ask me no questions, goofball. No, I didn't find it. No, I didn't find a trending button on YouTube. I ain't looking for one, goofball. I got, I don't know, 60,000 views yesterday, and I've talked about all those subjects. I know what people are watching. I have specifically black fans that come by my channel. Specifically black fans that are in my channel. The specific fan base. No, goofball. You need to act your age, not your shoe size. Any more corny ass jokes you want to get out?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, Goofy. Seriously, man. Goofball. Come on, man.
Not
Don't be a
no,
goofball.
all jokes aside.
No,
So you're
not all jokes aside. Stop being a goofball, bro. Dude, the class clown shit, bro, don't work, bro. We're not here. Look, talking about acting your age, stop being a class clown, man. Unless you're in high school. We're trying to have a real conversation, man. I'm not here for jokes. We can joke while we're talking, but I'm not here for the goofball shit. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're just out here wasting my time. Okay?
You won't let me make a point. That's not conversation. We're not conversing.
Okay, make a point.
Okay, so your real point is that
that's not a point. That's not a point. That's you trying to rephrase something that I'm saying, goofball. What is your point?
My point is you're saying that Spence has more.
That is not your point that I'm saying something. That's what I'm saying, goofball. What is your point? My point is that Terence Crawford has grown. That's a point that you're making. Your point means something that you're saying. Responding to my point is not your point, dumbass. I don't want to call you a dumbass. I'm sorry. But god dang it, it's a dumbass. I feel like I'm talking to a kid. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
I don't care. I don't know. How old are you?
I'm old enough to be grown, man.
You're like 18, 19. What's that? How old are you, kid? Because you're a child. I don't want to talk to children. How old are you?
Look, man, I am 33 years old, man.
You ain't no goddamn 33 years old.
I am 33 years old.
Grow the fuck up, man.
Look, you telling me to grow up because your point is solid, man. He don't have more fans than Bud. He don't.
Now he doesn't have more fans than Bud? Who said that? Even though that's ridiculous, you child.
Your point is,
you realize, you moron, that that's a different point? That he doesn't have more fans than Errol is not the same thing as he has fan base, has not grown since the Errol Spence Jr. fight? You kid. You child. Son, I don't want to, dude, go call your daddy to have these stupid ass arguments with. Those are not the two, they are not the same thing. You saying that he doesn't have more fans than this person is not the same thing as saying his fans have not grown.
He has more IG followers. That's what I'm telling you.
Who cares? Those are IG followers and you can buy them.
The people that are watching you care. Millennials, Generation Z. This is what
Generation Z. So let's get to Generation Z. Dumbass. What years are Generation Z? Generations are currently between 9 and 24 years old. So you're a kid like I thought, you moron. You're less than 24 years old. Every Generation Zer on this chat right now, get the F out.
I said
if you
both.
are Generation Z, bullshit. My channel is not made up of 24 and 24 to 9-year-olds.
But I mentioned millennials. I mentioned millennials as well. You have several.
Shut your dumb ass up. Take your Generation Z ass and go drink some milk. You ain't even full grown.
Man, you taking 1 point and running with it. I said millennials.
I am, because you said Generation Z, which tells me how old you are, you moron. You're a moron. You want to hide your age, and then you tell me how old you are by saying Generation Z. Take your Generation Z ass out my face. You're a child. You're a child. You're a child.
To you, you're a grandpa, man. Come on.
I know I'm 54 years old. You're a child. You're a child.
You don't even know where the trending button at on YouTube. I get it.
Child. You are a child. A disrespectful child.
Okay, boomer.
Too stupid to know that you're still a child, which is why you do fart jokes. That's why you do fart jokes. And I'm going to call you up why I pretend to be in the shower and play with myself in the shower. That's what the fuck you do. Get your child ass out my face, kid. Get your ass out of my face, you child. Fuck out of my face, kid. Fucking ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. Man, will you go find your daddy? 24 years old. You love these Generation Zers. Take your ass to TikTok, bozo. Don't nobody, man. Take your ass to wherever you come from. Where y'all? Are you even old enough to be on YouTube? Talking about I'm old. Dude, I'm 54 years old. Your ass is so stupid that you think that's old. Hell no, I'm not about to listen to that kid. Man, that dude's brain is not even fully developed. No, his brain is not even fully developed. I mean it. You're a kid. Your brain is not even fully developed yet. Are you the dude that said he was going to come get the smoke? You? Man, my God, man. I swear, bro. Seriously, man. Y'all need some parents, man. It's our fault, too. It's my generation's fault that your ass is like that, too. I swear, I'm going to go beat my son as soon as I get out of here. I'm about to go pull out a switch and start whooping his ass. Why are you whooping me? Just because. Man, I'm going to pull my son out of his room and start whooping him. Just because. Just in case. I got to whoop my son today just in case. Just in case you act like these buffoons. Getting up. Man, what the heck? He who agrees with fire said, facts for not only 650K. The biggest trolls are the ones that didn't buy the fight. Same ones had Canelo, Loma, Inoue, above Bud, pound for pound. Exactly. Same ones that think trending is on YouTube. It may be, but I don't think so. Trending on YouTube. You living your life on, so man, you better get out of here, bro. Ain't got 5 followers. Don't even know analytics on YouTube. Ray Davis says, as Ashante's contract, as Ashanti concert finished, Bud gained 1 follower. Man, come on. He gained 5. Man, who cares about followers? That shit dumb. I'm telling you, I say that shit to YouTube channels to say that shit. Man, your followers do not matter. They don't matter in any real way. This matters. I'm going to tell you what matters. This matters. This matters. If I want to go to 250, 300,000 subscribers, trust you me, I can get there quickly. And I will not earn another extra penny for doing it. So why bother? I'm telling you, Man, you dudes, you 30-year-olds, you disrespectful ass 20-year-olds, will you shut your young, dumb asses up and let some grown folk teach you something? Dog, I went through my hard knocks. This matters, you idiots. This matters. This matters. Generation Z don't matter. Generation Z don't have no damn money. They don't have no money. Do you know who has money? We have money. We have money. Us 55-year-olds, us 45-year-olds, us 35 and older, we have money. You don't have no damn money. Shut your dumb ass up. Talking about Instagram followers and what Instagram followers do for you. The only thing that they do is allow people with money to pay you to say something to your followers. That's it. That's it. And so, yes, those young guys that can get to 5, 10 million followers can get somebody to pay them $2,000, $10,000, $50,000 to say something to you all. Yes, they make money, but not from you, from us, the people with the purse strings, the people that can afford to buy the pay-per-view. You say about my old ass can afford $95 on a pay-per-view every freaking month. Every week of the month I can afford it. $400. Can I afford it? Yes. Why? Because I got money. Do you? No, you do not. Shut your dumb ass up and listen to some people that can help you get some. I had to listen to my mother. I got to listen to my father. I got to listen to my older brother. I had to listen to these people. And I didn't want to listen to them. I didn't like what they had to say. But guess what? As time went on, God dog, they're right like every time. Man, I got to tell you what, man, I'll argue with my brother all day. But my brother is going to be the one that like, say, argue all you want. Argue all you want. I ain't never got a dime from you in my life. That's what my brother can tell me. You argue with me what you want about how the world works. I'm going to tell you this. I ain't never, ever asked you for a dime, not never. And you've asked me for some. And when you needed it, who had it? I had it. So I got to respect my older brother. I would never say to him, you old, you just old, you don't understand. What kind of idiots taught you all that getting old means you know less? Man, get your dumb young ass fuck out my chat. No, I don't want to talk to you, bozo. You're not old enough to talk to me. You're Generation X. X your ass, you're Generation Z. So Z your ass up out of here, okay? Fuck up out of here. T. Well said, it's Super Chat Thursday. Salute my guys, Mike Kirkland, Terry Schmoot, Jason Torres, T. Orlando, Queens, Barbara D, Kai Alexandra, and Valley. And by the way, the only ones dumber than y'all young folk trying to age shame somebody is the old folk that got any sense in their head that actually listen to the shit you say. I wish I would give a fat flying rat what a 26-year-old or a 25-year-old got to say to me about what they think. Dude, I was 25 years old 25 years ago. Leave me alone. I already know what's up. You don't. And be lucky to make it to 40. I say, can I make a gentleman's bet of $1 with you that Spence-Crawford 2 will be better than the first? No. I don't take dollar bets. I don't bet. And plus, you think it'll be better? I agree. I think it'll be better. I'll like it. I think it will be better. So I can't take that bet. Much love to you, OKC King. Thank you, brother, with a man with a business. Expensive Paper said, Bomb Squad. You know what it is. Bomb Squad. Exactly. T. Well said, Get this lying dumb off the channel. Miss my super chat. Oh, did I know? I think I got it back. Did I miss it up? Oh, I just got it. I was just running behind, bro. I'm sorry. Marquis in the building. Thank you, man. Said refresh. Yeah, hey, y'all. Refresh the super chat for me. Would you mind? Dude, seriously, I don't like y'all. Y'all give me any stress, bro. Dog, I don't appreciate it. I don't like y'all. This matters. That matters right there. Man, I wish you young boys, you need to find a daddy. You know what you young boys need? You need an intellectual sugar daddy. You know how these young girls be like, man, let me go find this old man because you know he got money. Why do young women above the age of 21 start dating guys that are 40 years old, 45 years old? Why? The dudes, I'm tripping on why they would do it. But whatever. You know why they say, what do they call him? They call him a sugar daddy. Why? Because they got something they can offer them called your phone will be paid, your rent will be paid. You want to take your girl somewhere, go to the movies or whatever, no worries. Here's $50. Here's $50, no worries. See ya. That's what young ladies call a sugar daddy. You all need the intellectual virgin. That's what y'all probably are too. Version. You need the intellectual version of a sugar daddy. A man that is going to teach you what it is to become a man and what the risks are and the best way to navigate yourself through your life. It's called a mentor. That's what you need to help your dumb asses out. Because you behave like this. If any of y'all thought that this dude, Lord Scotty, was anything but a buffoon, you need to worry about yourself. And that's advice just to young black men. Just to young black men. Everybody else, y'all can do what y'all want. But young black men, if you do not have somebody in your life like that, preferably above the age of 50, or two of them, dog, go find one. I had one in my life. And it helped me immensely. I've always had one, at least one in my life. Brock, GT said, this matters. That's what matters. Yes, sir. That is what matters. The rest of these dudes, man, you kids are ridiculous. OKC King with the huge one said, refreshing this is paper smokes now. Man, I wish I could get paid for smoke. It's just ridiculous. Dude, my dad was that for a lot of people. And you don't need to even have a father. You don't have to have your father. My father was that to a lot of people. He was that way to my father was that to so many young men that I was resentful of it. Like, God dog, why everybody got to want his time? And I mean this shit. I was like, God dog, why does everybody want his time? I need some time, man. Dude, he doesn't have to be your father. People can give you examples to live your life, bro, but you got to stop talking about calling people old as an insult. There is nothing that I see from you young men that I see from my vantage point more that will illustrate your stupidity more than insulting someone for age. And I have no idea how you think you're going to pull it on me. I'm working my ass off to get older. I work my ass off to get older. If you don't want to get older, go run in front of a truck. That right there should be enough for you young idiots. These guys can't beat me in the debate. They can't. They're not old enough. Somebody told me that in law school. And because I was 24 and this dude was like 36 in law school. And I was working my ass off to beat him in a debate. And he said, look, man, you're never going to beat me in a debate. You can't do it. Why? He said, you're too young. He was a 5%er from New York. Never forget him. Eric, shout out to Eric. Dude, I could never get him. Why? Because he's older. He's every bit as intelligent as me. Studied and worked just as hard, but he had another 12 years of experience in his life. In order to overcome that experience, boy, your technical skills, your writing skills, and that shit better be so damn polished. And most of them had lawyers for parents the reason their shit was so good is because their parents and brothers and sisters wrote half their shit for them. But anyway, I'm sorry I had to go in on that. Hey, Marquis said, to life and knowledge. Thank you, brother. Man, y'all young boys need to come on with this stuff. Hey, Robert Pickens said, Baby Boone is in the house. Fuck him for 9. You know what it is. You need a baby boomer. You got that shit where you need a baby boomer in your life. There ain't too many dumb baby boomers left. You need to get a baby boomer in your life, bro. And you need to call him sir to boot. I'm trying to tell you. T-Well said, it was my uncles for 9, and thank God for them. Exactly. You guys will sit up here with grown men and know exactly what they're doing, and you'll insult them for being older. What a moron. Trying to crack jokes. Man, ain't nobody trying to play with you. That was probably bare minimum. Him. Where is he? Nowhere to be seen. Asante L said, yo, where's bare minimum? Out there doing the bare minimum. Listening. Out there listening. That's where he is. Out there listening. Respect for elders is lost. Absolutely. Niggas are nuts. It's a cheat code. Oh, no, I didn't say I said you need a baby boomer in your life. My parents are the baby boomers. Dude, my mother and father are baby boomers. I know I ain't a baby boomer. Baby, I think my older brother may be like the tail end of a baby boomer. I know I'm Generation X. But look, said, hey, Mega Deuce in the building said, you're right, I'm 33 and my mentors are 68 and 47. There's no substitute for getting knowledge that isn't in a book. Exactly, man, I'm telling you. You dudes is tripping, man. You need to get those. Y'all call them OG. I don't even like it. Y'all need to go find them dudes in your neighborhood, develop a relationship with them dudes, and sit down and talk to them. Guys are tripping. But okay, do you though? Somebody else will do it. Adrian Molina, what's up, man? Much love in that super chat, brother. These guys out here playing imitation OG. You got some imitation OGs running out there, lecturing the shit out y'all with what you want to hear. Adrian Molina in the building. Thank you for that $10 holler, Adrian. Betty Rich, what's up? He said, cause I'm old with money. Thank you. Cause you old with money. Joe broke ass is up. And even if you got money, you still young. Even if you got money. Man, y'all tripping. And I'll tell you that we'll switch it to Terence Crawford, man. Him making fun of me. I was like, man, I don't know why you mad at me. I didn't tell Terence Crawford nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. In fact, was probably saying things I shouldn't have said. If I wanted Errol, if I was just 100% riding with Errol and all I cared about was what Errol was going to get. Hey, Mr. Tell Like It said, I'm 36 years old. I never got on your channel and talk because I understand when our elders speak, you shut the F up and listen. It's a cheat code, bro. And here's the thing, man. Because you said that, Mr. Tell It Like It Is. Let me tell you how like it is. You should take what they're telling you and apply it to the world that you're living in, where you know more of the technical things going on. See, for somebody that is older, you ever notice how young people are always better with technology? Like if I want to do something with my phone, I'll give it to my son. And I'll be like, hold on, man, can you just do this for me? And my son will be like, my gosh, you can't understand this. Blah, 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 blah. And he'll give it back to me, right? How do you do this? Hey, no worries. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? He'll understand how to do that. But if he mistakes his knowledge for wisdom, that's the problem right there. Because that is knowledge. You young people have knowledge. And knowledge, that is information that older people don't have. Because we are like this, man, I swear, man, my cousin, my great cousin, Alice, one of the most intelligent people I've ever been around. She was so sharp. She was in her 90s and was still crazy sharp. And she explained to me, because I was talking about like touch screens or something like that. I can't remember. Like I was trying to get my grandmother on a computer or something. And to her, my grandmother, who it didn't, she rest in peace. The whole computer thing didn't make sense to her. Like the buttons, the screens, all that stuff was like, what? All this shit. Right? But I asked I was talking to my great aunt, my great cousin. She's a great cousin. And what she would say, she's like, look, son, we're in the same time, but we're from a different age. This is the same time, but it's a different age. See, I'm telling you, she's so freaking, man. I mean, when I'm saying, I mean, man, dog, brings tears to my eyes. Think about what she said. She said, we're in the same time, we're in a different age. When she was a child, they were listening to bebop. You know what I mean? They were the radio, right? She was a child in the 1920s. She was a child in the 1920s. She was probably a teenager in the 1930s. She was having children. They were having children in the 1940s. That's the age. That's the, you know, like they say, the age of Aquarius. She was of that age. So even though she was still alive and with me during the same time, she was of a different age. So when you talk to somebody that's a baby boomer, they're of a different age. And they can share you their experiences when things were less complicated technically. But that doesn't mean the human dynamics and all of the other things in life are any different. And so not only did they live in a different age, they witnessed subsequent ages. Subsequent ages. So you not only get their young, they have their experiences, but they also have the experiences of seeing other people trial and error. They have all of that with them. So to disrespect, like how you could disrespect an 80-year-old. Dude, my dad, I'm telling you, even in IT, and this is free game, I'll put you on free game. My understanding of information technology is pretty much from the 1980s and the 1990s. But there is nothing new that is coming through in information technology or project management or anything else like that I don't understand. You can say now it's not PMP, now it's Agile, then no, it's not Agile, now it's Scrum. Dude, there are differences between Scrum and PMP, right? And before PMP, there was this thing called the Mythical Man Month, and there was project management. My father was like, read Mythical Month. It'll teach you. It's the bedrock of it's the bedrock of everything else that came after that particular book. And I'm sure there's something that was before that that's going to give you the things that you need to understand, which is the core essence of it. That's everything else. And that's why the problem with the Black community in large part is not, in my opinion, is not Republican or Democrat. It's not liberal or conservative. It's not Uncle Tom. It's not Uncle Tom versus poverty pimp. It's not any of those things. It's the it's the family unit. Because in the family unit, you receive the information from the generations preceding you. From the generation preceding you and the age preceding you. My older brother is as valuable to me as my father. And my father's is as valuable as valuable to me as my grandfather or my sister and my sister, my older sister and my younger sister and my mother and my grandmother. That unit of being able to collect information, keep you safe and incubate you, educate you, expose you, guide you, structure you, and how do you be constructive in everything you do and you say and you speak throughout life is essential for you to be able to do what my guy Big Dog Willie, the winning team, said. How can you differentiate when somebody is trying to lead you into a cult versus somebody that is trying to educate you and make you a more productive and constructive individual? You need these things. You need these things. My grandmother told me when I was a child, I heard it from every time, baby, every time you eat, you need something green on your plate. Every time you eat green, something needs to be green on your plate. She didn't have, and this is from a generation of people where they didn't die from diabetes. Weren't dying. They didn't have all that. They didn't. It happened more when people stopped putting green things on their plate. But she didn't say, well, you know what you need to have is you need to have complex carbohydrates with a glycemic load of less than 20, and your net carbs need to be when you separate. She didn't do any of that. She just said you need some green stuff on your plate. Spinach. It can be spinach. It can be broccoli. It can be greens. It can be, but you need some of that. And this fat is good. Ain't no wrong with a little fat in your food. That's when we take it all the way back to the ancestors of Africa and Europe or wherever you come from. And how even within religious theology, within the concept of religion and theology, that science is now catching up to the oneness that was been preached by theologies for as long as there has been long. And the closer science, the more science develops, the more it gets back to the basic oneness that was been described, I think, millions of years ago. You know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, that's okay, because you're young and you're not supposed to. You're too dumb. You can't see. That's all right. You need to have a couple, you know what I mean? You need to be put in the hospital a couple times. You know what I mean? You need to go broke a couple times. You know what I mean? You need some suffering in your life in order to be like, yeah, dog, got dog. I get it. Spend some time working on it. I talk about boxing, and I'm just talking to, I don't care what y'all care shit about what I got to say now. I talk about boxing because it's dumb. It's nice and simple. It's dumb. The contract issues related to boxing are not complicated at all. They're contracts of adhesion. It's all about the leverage that you have and these kids being too broke when they go in. So they got to sign whatever they got to sign, because otherwise they're not going to get put on. That's the brilliance of Bill Haney. That's why you'll never get me to ever insult Bill Haney or Devin Haney. I like them both, and I continue to say that. Continue to say it. They're doing a promoter's job, and they're doing it well. But it's not complicated at all. Not a bit of it is complicated. It's complicated to you because you've not ever been educated on it or seen it. And not only that, seen what happens when you don't have a good one or when you have a bad one. That's just your lack of experience. But for me, all this shit is dumb. The core bedrock of all of it, though, is the support that you need from older people when you're young. You're not going to be a tree is not going to grow if it does not get sunshine, if it does not get water. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's certain key nutrients that you need to your life. You need to be schooled on how to survive. There is not a single solitary animal out in the wilderness in this world, other than like mammals, let me put it that way, very few, that does not need a period of time with its parents. Ain't no chimpanzees in our group. Ain't no chimpanzee going to be able to run out there as a immature chimpanzee and live. It's not going to happen. It's either going to get eaten by a leopard or it's going to get murdered by another troop of chimpanzees. Same thing for gorillas, same thing for orangutans. We have long periods of time where we need to be with our parents and we need to be around the community, our community that supports us. That's just what it is. And you all want to act like you're any different. So when I come on here and I know I'm talking to young men and I am telling you what I believe to be factual and what I believe to be truthful, you can ignore it at your own peril. You go listen to people that tell you when you get a policeman pulls you over at a stop sign and tells you, get out the car, raise your hands, show me your license, that you need to do anything other than that. Go listen to them. Your ass will be on a hashtag. Fuck around and be on a hashtag. Okay? You may not be on a hashtag the first time. You may not be on a hashtag the second time. But you are always at risk of being on that hashtag because you're arguing with somebody that is legally authorized to X you off this planet and more than equipped to do so. So why would you stick your head in the lion's mouth? I would suggest if somebody takes you to a zoo and says, look, I can stick my head in this lion's mouth. And he literally opens the lion's mouth and sticks his head in there and pulls it out. I would advise you not to do that. Because it's only a matter of time before that lion goes lion on you and the inevitable happens. The only reason that lion ain't going to eat you is because they fed it first. It ate something else. But anyway, that's my prolonged lecture for you moron Lord Scotty. 19-year-old Generation Xer trying to come out here, bro. It's so sad to me, man. It's so sad, bro. Fanon, this is my last week at the airport. New property manager. Oh, congratulations, Soda Black. Congratulations in that managing job. Anyway. This is a big, yeah, okay. Who is the Shakur fan, frequent flyer? Who is the Shakur fan? I think I got rid of some trolls, thank God. Who is a Shakur fan? Who's the Shakur fan? Hey, here's the link. I'm sorry, man. That is a really soft spot with me. Really and truly, that's a real soft spot for me. Us, like, come on, man. I got my son. These men got my son calling people got my son calling grown men by their first name. Dude, that shit, man. I'm like, God, who is raised? Like, you can't help it sometimes, bro. Wally Scott Bay said, my father gave me the lesson, respect your elders. You must, man. Much love, brother. Thank you so much for that support, bro. Thank you so much for that support, man. Thank you, Wally Scott Bay. Oh, Wally Scott Bay, we got to talk, bro. I am seriously thinking about doing a channel now, Wally Scott Bay. Hey, what's going on? Soda Black, that's what's up. I'm trying to tell you. And you know the advice. Show up to work early and leave late. Show up to work early and leave late. I'll put the link in the chat. I'm 33 years old. Man, he ain't no damn 33 years old. He say, Lord Scotty put in a private chat. He said, hey, let me in, bruh. The chat loves me. Hey, man, I don't think I banned you. Did I ban you? I hope I didn't ban you. Shakur Tanner, how much was that? Dog, that's just not true. Timothy Stoudemire, I don't believe it is. No. Not off anything that was said. Not off anything that was said. I could ask, but I don't want to. Nah, dog, because nah. I don't even know if he's 18. He said he may not even be 18, bro. I'm just giving him 24 because that's the oldest. And at 24, dude, me talking to 24-year-olds, like, nah. I wouldn't talk to I would not hold a conversation with a 24-year-old girl in private. That's my personal religion. My personal religion is this. If there is a 24-year-old young lady and I was in a house alone with a 24-year-old young lady that's not related to me, I would not hold a conversation with her. If there was some reason that I needed to sit in the house, that's all I would do was sit. And when it was time to leave, I would leave immediately and just say goodbye. Not going to engage her in conversation, none of that. Because I don't want her getting any funny ideas about my thoughts. And I don't want to get no funny ideas about my thoughts. No, thank you. So 24-year-old men, it ain't much different. We're not going to be talking for a long time, bro. Yeah, it's a private chat whenever you come onto whenever you come into LinkedIn. I mean, whenever you get on StreamYard. And I think that is one of the smartest things that men can do. If you ain't talking, you ain't got a problem. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. The fact is, just the truth of the matter is that nobody knows, man. Because honestly, if he doesn't take the rematch, they're going to start tripping, brother. Okay, we got to skip. Hold on one second. Yeah, I work with my I work with a family member. And without a doubt, bro, me and him definitely had them older, younger generation conversations on a regular basis, man. My brother did it with me. Fanon, don't let him back in without ID. Yeah, dog, don't come on, man. I don't think that I blocked him though. Hold on, let me see something. I may have blocked him from the I think I might have blocked him. Oh, I did. I blocked Lord Scotty. Okay, Lord Scotty, I unblocked you. We're going to see whether or not you can actually show that you some maturity here, bro. Okay? I actually unblocked because I did block you. You couldn't have got on because I blocked you. But anyway, one more link today because I definitely blocked him. I don't take rematch. Boots might get to him first. If he don't take it, hey, look, here's the thing. If Errol doesn't take the rematch, if he says he's not going to take the rematch, Terence got to drop the belts right away. All those belts are up in the air, up in the air. If he says he doesn't want it, or option 2, he says he wants it, and the fight's at 154. But even then, he doesn't actually know. Only if Errol doesn't take it. If Errol doesn't take the fight, then Terence Crawford is probably going to have to give those belts up. If Errol does take it, then Terence can keep the belts, even if the fight's at 154, because that's just one fight, and that was related to the rematch. You know what I mean? That's related to the rematch. I need y'all to refresh your math school, because fam, please use common sense. Oh, you're talking about that ridiculous with the $8 million, dude. On shout out to I gotta keep doing this, dude. I gotta keep doing this. First and foremost, there's no Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson did not turn down $8 million. No, he didn't. Also, I want to talk about that video. He did not quit in that video. The only thing that I listened to that video, you know, the video where they said, Shakur said, I'm tired, I quit. Do you know what? Did anybody hear why he said that? Did anybody hear why he said that? That's a question. Lord Scotty, if you don't act a buffoon, that's a question. Before that, what did he say before that, though? What did he say before that? They had a disagreement right before he said he was done. What did he say? Frequent flyer. No, it's not because he was getting the best of Devin. That's not it. He said it in the videos. Come on, man. Listen to the video and tell me. This is critical thinking. This is critical thinking. Use critical thinking. T. Orlando Pearson, are you here? Are you there? T. Orlando Pearson, are you there? I know T. Orlando would not miss this. I know T. Orlando would not miss this. And if he does miss it, shame on you. What did he, let me tell you what the conversation was, okay? I'll give you the conversation since y'all didn't hear it. They say, that's not what he said. That's not what was said, frequent flyer. He said, that's 6. Shakur said, that's 6. Then Bill Haney said, that's 5. And then Shakur Stevens said, that's 6. And then he said, come on. And he said, nah, you ain't getting me back in there. I'm tired. Now, was that a fair representation of what was said? Where is a Quincy Carter? Just get on the chat, bro. Quincy Carter, just come to the. I want to unblock him. Here for the box showed up.
What's up, man?
We don't do smacking. You're not gonna smack in my face, bro. Let's get that right. All right.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for taking the gun out of the face.
How can it
so? No, let's talk about what you said. Thank you for showing up.
I have a lot to talk about.
You put a comment up.
With all the
let me start.
Go ahead.
You put a comment up saying that for me to be honest,
What did she say?
if Errol Spence Jr., since Errol Spence Jr. is not taking this fight with Terence Crawford, he's a coward.
I never said he was a coward. I never said that. I said he was a duck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, let me read it.
A duck.
Let me read it. I'm going to read it. Thank you for showing up.
Hey, anytime. Never said
Let
he was
me
a
read
coward.
what you wrote. So I make sure that I don't misquote you.
No, I said he was a duck. I didn't say he was a coward. I wouldn't call. I don't call any man who steps
duck. Don't worry. You say duck, that's fine enough for me. If you said duck, that's fine enough for me.
I wouldn't call anybody a coward.
Definitely. Hold on. Give me a second. Because I'm gonna go right to the comments.
I can save you the trouble and tell you what I said.
Don't
I said he was
save me
a
the
duck.
trouble. I want the trouble. Because I'm not looking for that.
My dad said to ask
You said just say you're scared to see Errol get seriously hurt in a rematch.
Yeah.
That Errol is a duck if he doesn't exercise the rematch clause.
Absolutely.
All you do is talk in circles. Just say Terence beat that ass, and I don't want your buddy to, you don't want your buddy to sustain long-term journey. Why would I say that?
Why would you say what?
Why
That
would
he's
I
a
say
duck?
any of that?
Because I'll tell you why. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and that was Terence Crawford, you wouldn't give him the same benefit of doubt like that. You wouldn't do that. You
I
would
didn't
say
give
he
him
was a
any
duck.
benefit of the doubt.
If Terence got
See, right
beat
there.
the way,
So
listen,
right
man.
there.
Hold
No,
on, wait,
right
wait.
there. Let me
You asked
correct
me
you.
a question. You asked me a question.
Go
Can I
ahead.
just
Yeah,
finish?
yeah. So go ahead.
You said that. So okay, you've been on a Terence Crawford
What did
smear
I say?
campaign.
No,
You've been
what
on
did
a
I
Terence.
say?
Wait a minute, I'm talking, bro. I'll let you talk. You've been on the Terence Crawford smear campaign for years. If Terence Crawford would have got beat the way Errol Spence got beat and didn't exercise the rematch clause, you would have been on his head. You would have called him every duck and everything in the book, and you would have said that he didn't exercise the rematch clause because he knew he could never beat Errol. You would have never given Errol, and you don't call them excuses, you call them observations. You would have given none of these observations to Terence had Terence lost the fight in that fashion. You would have never said that. You would have never done that for Terence. You only do it for Errol.
Are you done?
You would have never gave these observations to Terence Crawford had he lost. Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I got you. So let me understand what you're saying. What you're saying is that I would never make an excuse for Terence Crawford not exercising. If Terence Crawford doesn't exercise the rematch clause, if he had lost and he didn't exercise his rematch clause, that I would treat him differently than I treated Errol Spence Jr. for not exercising the rematch clause.
Absolutely, the same way you stopped scoring.
So let me stop you right there.
After Bud knocked Errol down, you stopped
I
scoring
let
the
you
fight.
speak. I let you speak. So now let me speak.
Go for it, brother.
Errol Spence Jr. did not refuse to exercise the rematch clause. I never excused him for not exercising a rematch clause because that's not the case. You are arguing with me about something I didn't say. I never said Errol Spence Jr. doesn't need to exercise the rematch clause. What I said was, I think Errol Spence will exercise the rematch clause. And that Bomac.
And I asked you.
Let me finish. What you're doing is making an argument about something I never said. All of what you said in your tweet is ridiculous because I never said Errol Spence Jr. didn't take the rematch clause. I never excused him for not exercising a rematch clause.
My tweet was a question, Fanon. My tweet was a question. I said if he doesn't exercise it, does it make him a duck?
There's no question. No,
it makes him a duck.
Stop right there. You're telling me a lie. You're being dishonest.
Go ahead.
Let me pull up the tweet.
I don't want to leave. So I don't want to leave the screen.
No.
Because I don't want to.
I'm going to mute you.
Listen.
Now you're talking about needing to get mute. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to mute you, but I'm going to mute you.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm not. I don't want to mute you, but I'm going to mute you.
Well, if you mute me, I'll
because you're trying to talk past what I'm about to do. Do not make an excuse for what you just said.
No, I just said I want to close the screen and go look at my.
You're muted. I'm about to read it for you for everybody in the chat. I'm about to read it for you for everybody in the chat. Since you lying on me and lying on you, you lying and lying on me. You should have stayed on Twitter, partner. This is your tweet. Your tweet says, just say you're scared to see Errol get seriously hurt in a rematch, and that Errol is a duck if he doesn't exercise the rematch clause. Why would I say that? I didn't say that about Errol. I never said that about Errol. So why would I say it about Terence if I never said it about Errol? Second, all you do is talk in circles. We can just throw that out there because that's just name calling. Just say Terence beat that ass and you don't want Buddy to sustain long-term damage. I've actually said I want to see the rematch. So number one, since I never said that Errol Spence Jr. wasn't going to take the rematch, and in fact, the entire video was about the fact that Errol never said he wasn't going to take the rematch. Bomax never said that he didn't take the rematch. I think he will take the rematch. And Jake Donovan thinks he'll take the rematch. And the only person that said that thinks that they may not take the rematch is Terence Crawford's camp. So since I said that I think he will take the rematch, I support him taking the rematch. Why would I have to say anything different about Terence Crawford? You made an assumption that you didn't watch my video, and you're acting like I said something that I never said.
Please, can I ask you a question?
You can apologize for saying that I said
I'm not
something I
apologizing
didn't
for anything.
say.
I didn't say you said anything. I never
Yes,
said
you
you said
did.
anything.
You are clearly apologizing.
No,
you are clearly.
No. I'm
clearly,
asking you questions.
nah, bro.
I'm asking you a
Let
question.
me be very clear. You are clearly implying that I said the exact opposite for Errol Spence. You are clearly doing that.
Listen to me. I never said you said anything. What I said was you're talking in circles, and you would not afford Bud the same excuse. I'm sorry. What's the word you're looking for? Observations that you grant Errol Spence. You wouldn't be making the same observations if it was Bud. You would have been gloating about how Errol beat his ass.
So you're reading my mind now?
No, I know you. I've listened to you.
You don't know
years.
me. What's my? Well,
I've
you don't
listened
know
to you
me
for years.
Dude, I don't want to hear this shit
I've
about
listened
what
to
you think
All
is
right,
in my
Okay,
mind.
so look. All right,
Ain't
so
nobody
let's
trying to hear this shit about you trying to tell me what you think I would say in the future. So let me get this right, bro. You think I'll say it in the future is why you said it. You are dishonest to the bone. Keep lying.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a
Keep
question.
lying.
Can I ask you another question? Can I ask you another question?
Keep lying.
Let me ask you a question. At what point in that fight did you observe that there was something wrong with Errol Spence? When did you say, wait, there's something wrong with him?
That's not on the topic.
I'm asking you a question. We're talking about the fight.
No, you're trying to change topics.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the fight. I have a lot of questions.
Nah, brother. Stick to the tweet. I am not about to talk about what time I think something was going on in the fight, because that ain't got shit to do with what you said. You stick with the shit you said about me.
I have children with me. Could you not curse, please?
I'm sorry. You stick with what you said to me on Twitter.
But nah, you've been asking me to join your live for weeks. This was the first chance I had to do it. We had a multitude of things to discuss.
We are, as soon as you conclude with a discussion about you saying what you said on your tweet.
I've had multiple questions and conversations for you. And since I'm here,
I don't care about those multiple conversations. I care about that one.
I'll even make a super chat donation.
Don't go do it with a rookie, bro.
I want to ask
you with a rookie, brother. You're on mute. And you're gonna hold on mute for a second. Do it with a rookie. You're not about to sit up here and say what you just said and then try to change topics with me. It's not gonna happen. That is not a question. There is no question mark. There is no question asked. You just said, after I put out a video, that I was making excuses for Errol Spence Jr. turning down a rematch, which I never did. So once you admit that I never said it, we can move on. Be honest, be a legitimate, respectable person, and just make an apology. Because you know you have made an assumption of something that I said. I see you, Quincy Carter. I see you, Quincy Carter. I see you, brother. Just admit it, and we can move on and have a decent conversation. But you're not going to get anywhere off of that one. They can't hear you.
Satisfy you. I'm not admitting anything that I didn't say or did say, rather didn't say to
You're not going to admit
your
anything
ego.
that you did say?
No,
Man,
I asked you a simple question. Errol had how many days to exercise the rematch clause? How many? 30, right?
I don't know. I didn't see the contract, and neither did you.
Come on, Fanon, you've said it in videos.
Dude,
you said it. You said they had 30 days. You said it.
Once again.
Fanon, you've never said there was a 30-day.
Let me answer your question with something that I said in the video that you didn't listen to. Errol Spence Jr., according to reports, had 30 days from the date of the fight to exercise a rematch clause. But there is a question about whether or not it is 30 business days or 30 calendar days. If it's 30 calendar days, then he has to September 11th. If it is 30 business days, he has to September 11th. If he has 30 calendar days, it would be the 29th. That's what I said. Now, do you know whether or not it is calendar days, or whether it is business days? Do you know?
Business days from a fight that happened on a Saturday? Are we counting business days from a fight on a Saturday?
Business days are Monday through Friday. It's
Come on,
business days are Monday through Friday.
Oh God,
That's
another.
I'm sorry.
This
It is a standard
this is what you're doing
definition
right now.
You're
hoping
you asked questions, so I'm going to answer the question. A business day is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. local time to 5 p.m. local time. That's a business day. It is standard in contracts. So the question was, in the video that was put out by AM Sports Media that you clearly did not watch, and my video, which you clearly did not watch, but for some reason you want to talk about, is that we don't know what it was, whether it was that day or the next day. There is no point out there at all that Errol Spence has not exercised that rematch clause. And most importantly, I never told you in any video or spoke on it when I said Errol Spence did not exercise that rematch clause. So to say that I have a different standard for Terence Crawford than I have for Errol Spence because of it is nothing but a lie. Because I never held Errol Spence to a standard.
Let me ask you a question. If Errol Spence doesn't exercise it after, let's say it's business days, is he a duck?
I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
He's a duck. If he doesn't fight him again, he's a duck.
Who cares? That's not what we're talking about.
You care.
That's whether or not you think he's a duck.
You care. There was a lot of
you think he's a duck.
If you want to talk about,
you want to again move on to dumb shit. You want to again move on to dumb shit. If he doesn't exercise it, then you tell me when he doesn't, and we can have that conversation. Until then, I don't have to do none of the shit you put in this tweet, which said, Fanon, just say you scared to see Errol get seriously hurt in a rematch, and that Errol is a duck, even if he doesn't exercise the rematch clause. Why would I say that? All you do is talk in circles. What do you mean I'm talking in circles? You mean in the video that I just did? Just say Errol you're just a troll, bro. You're just a troll, man. You're just a troll in a troll-ass conversation, man. You're a troll in a troll conversation. Just admit you're trolling.
You don't want to answer questions, and you know why. I mean,
that don't work for you. I ain't here to answer your questions. I'm here to talk about that tweet you put up on there.
No, but I've tweeted multiple things.
I'm not here. Let me ask again. Bump that shit. I'm not here to have any questions from you. I'm here to talk about that bullshit tweet you put up. That's what, excuse my language. That's to your children. I'm here to talk about that BS. I'm here to talk about that BS tweet you put up. Anything outside of that tweet, I'll unmute you. Anything out of that tweet, I'm not here to talk about.
How many times? Oh, sit down. How many times have I tweeted you about this fight, about different topics on this fight?
I don't count, bro.
But you told
I got thousands of people doing that.
You've asked me to join your live. You've asked me to join your live multiple times, and today was the day that I was able to.
You said you were going to show up today, bro.
Wait a minute.
No, wait, nothing.
I'm here.
The only thing we going to talk about is this tweet. If you want to talk about something else, come back some other day and we can talk about it. But the conversation is this tweet right here that you and I both know you put out after I put out a video about Errol Spence potentially not taking it. And then you said that I was using a different standard for Errol than Terence when I never said what you assumed I said. So you can go ahead and issue that apology. You can go ahead and dish that apology out. You can go delete that tweet. You can do whatever you want to do. But you are not going to have me talk to you about anything else.
I'm not issuing anything because I don't owe you an apology.
I know you're not.
It's because it's simple. You don't want to. You're from my understanding, you're a lawyer by nature. So I know what you're doing.
By nature, I'm a lawyer by nature or training?
By profession. I apologize. By profession. My
I'm
career.
retired, so no.
Okay, congratulations.
training.
No, congratulations on your career. But I you know what I'm doing, and you're just not going to let me do it. But there's a reason for that, because you don't want to answer tough questions.
Oh, you got that
That's
right.
it.
You got that right. That's the first shit you said correct.
You've been on the Terence Crawford smear campaign for
No,
about
I've
3
never
or 4
smeared
years
him.
now. You
Never.
have been. You
That's a
said
lie.
you just said in the video the
Never
other day
smeared him.
you have nothing bad to say about Errol Spence. Nothing bad? Are you kidding me? But you've had everything bad to say about Terence. It's wrong.
Once again, mute. You are out here talking about other shit. You know, I know what you're doing. You're right. I know full well what you're doing, and I'm not going to let you do it. You are trying to change the subject. You can jump back on. You are right. I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to let you do it. You are trying to change the subject onto anything other than this tweet. I'm not letting you get off this tweet. Stay out here and take this ass whooping for this tweet that you put up. Don't run. Don't go nowhere. I am not going to talk to you anything about anything other than the fact that you out here jumping, trying to accuse me of a bunch of stuff off something I never said. You know I never said it. You know, all you should just be like, okay. But you want to talk about things I've said 5 years ago in other tweets. Where you go to, don't run. You are not, in what you're trying to do is change the subject. And I am not going to allow you to change the subject. I am not going to allow you to make straw man arguments and say 5 other things that I've never said. I am not on a smear campaign against Terence Crawford. I never have been. But you're out of here, huh? Like I thought. Dude, don't do that to me, bro. That ain't fair. And you're actually a halfway decent dude. But dog, you can cut all that shit off, bro. What you said in this tweet was right here, and I'm going to pull it up again. And I'm even going to zoom in on this mug. Just say you're scared to see Errol get seriously hurt in a rematch. I'm not scared to see him get injured in a rematch. Why would I be? He ain't my son. And on top of it, he was in a car wreck. He's okay. He'll be fine. And that Errol is a duck if he doesn't exercise a rematch clause. How are you a duck for not exercising a rematch clause? He already lost. He already fought him. You're a duck if you try to get out of a rematch clause that somebody executes on you. But that's an entirely different subject. All of this was off of you thinking I said something I never said. I know what you know. You know you're a lawyer and you know what you're doing. Dude, yes, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to prevent you from trying to lead the conversation somewhere else and not addressing what you said right here. Please do not CC me or any of that crap if you are going to do dumb shit like this. No, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep me from being able to change subjects and talk about something completely different where maybe I can have a good point. Exactly. Anyway, at least you showed up. Zena said, Financy said he wanted a rematch. If so, he was scared. He would have said he don't want the rematch versus 1+1 mayonnaise nigga. Dude, look, this is what happened, bro. I put out this video. Let me tell you what happened. I put this video out. I'll show you why I did this. It's like what a lot of you guys do. You guys do this to me all the time. You read titles and that's it. That's it. It's all you do. You read titles and you go. So let me show you what title he read, just so you guys know. He read this and started talking. He said he saw this bad news. Errol Spence behavior causes Terence Crawford team to worry with a question mark. Fear Spence may back out. That's what he was responding to. That. So he makes an assumption that I'm saying Errol Spence Jr. is I should be saying Errol Spence Jr. is a duck because he pulls out of a fight with Terence Crawford, which I never said. Never, ever, 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 ever said. And you got all in a ball and thought you had something to say, and you look like a buffoon in front of thousands of people. Now you can go run back onto Twitter and CC me and all of that. Fear Spence may back out. Watch this. Who? Smirch is dumb. I know you're trolling. However, when I use this word fear, can anybody tell me who this word of fear applies to? I know some of y'all are not very good at reading, but when this in this sentence, fear Spence may back out. Who may fear that Spence may back out? This is called reading comprehension. For everybody that thinks I'm a clickbaiter, I'm not a clickbaiter. You all are illiterate. Can somebody please tell me, functionally illiterate? Let me correct it. I need an answer, man. I got to go on I need an answer from somebody. Preferably Merch is dumb. What is the meaning of this title? It means, nobody can figure it out. This nigga came chomping gum too. Man, you take that gum out your mouth, son. Thank you, Richard Paris. Bud team fears it. Fear or worry. Bud's fans, Errol Spence behavior, which means what? That as of right now, he has not exercised it. Causes Terence Crawford team to worry. And what does a question mark does? What does a question mark do? It makes it a question. I'm wondering. Errol Spence Jr.'s behavior is making them worry? Why? Because they fear, according to Jake Donovan, or they think that he may not exercise it. They fear that he may back out, or they think that he may back out. Will you please stop calling me a clickbaiter, you morons, because you all don't know how to read? Or you don't take the time to listen to the video. That's why certain YouTubers that were pulling that shit with me, dog, I ain't got no respect for you. No respect for you. Because you know full damn well, if you can read, that this video says exactly what this title says it does. Exactly, unless you are functionally illiterate. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there that are functionally illiterate. That means they can read just well enough to get their job done. You read just well enough to be able to see street signs, write texts, and maybe get through a news article. You think I say functionally illiterate is an insult. I'm saying it as a fact. Leave me alone. I am not illiterate. I am not functionally illiterate. I am highly literate. I am not moderately literate. I am not borderline literate. I am not functionally illiterate. I am highly, highly, highly literate. Exceptionally literate. And when that, and you know what, literate and literal, you see the combination of those words, how similar they are? Literate, literal. That's what King keeps saying. Why you always got to be so literal? Because that's how you communicate exactly what it is that you think. Don't come near me, bozo. Where'd it go? Hey, man. Stop acting like people that went to school and worked and wrote things down for a living don't know what they're saying. And you did nothing but take a couple seconds and try to spew some foolishness at me. And I'm a little sick of it. Oh, and you got fried, bro. Just so you know. Now, when you go back to Twitter and act like you didn't get fried, remember you ran off. You changed the subject and then ran off. And go to all 50 people that are going to listen to you on Twitter, thump your chest with another lie. Remember, you just got your ass whooped right over here. And after that, you're more than welcome to come get your ass whooped again. You are more than welcome to come get thumped again. Because you got thumped. And you admitted, well, I know what you're doing here. What you're trying to do is not let me change subjects. You won't let me do what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that's called whooping your ass logically. As soon as you start trying to do it, I'm not going to let you do it. Wasn't an ass whooping when they didn't fight. When y'all didn't fight, it was an ass whooping. Yes, it was. An ass whooping isn't a fight. It's an ass whooping. What do you mean? You can whoop somebody's ass without a fight. Let me help you. Let me help you. I'm also highly logical. Very skilled at the discipline of logic. You see that right there? See that circle? That's called the ass whooping circle. That's called the ass whooping circle. These are three different types of A whoopings. Right here you have a physical fight. That is one type of A whooping. Another type of A whooping is right here called cards. Do you know you can whoop somebody's ASS in cards? Oh, I just whooped your ass in spades. I just whooped your ass in spades. That's a type of ass whooping, isn't it? Isn't it? It is, isn't it? And then the third we have is called a debate ass whooping. So do not tell me that you cannot get your ass whooped in a debate. Because if you can get your ass whooped in cards, if you can get your A whooped in chess, you can get your A whooped in a debate. Hey, Chris Trucker said a lot of these people flip context to take you down a rabbit hole. What they're doing is called a red herring. What they're trying, or a straw man, they're trying to move off over there. See, what he did was a mixture of an ad hominem and going to try to defend me, try to get me to defend myself from his accusation that I engaged in slander campaigns against Terence Crawford. Now, if I'm dumb enough to go and start having that conversation, then shame on me. Because I'm not going to do it. You know why? Because what he calls a shame campaign, what did he call it? When he calls, what did he call it? a smear campaign. That's how he categorizes my opinion. I can't argue about whether or not that's his opinion, about his opinion. That's his opinion. If you think that's a smear campaign, that's on you. I'm not about to sit up here and talk to you all day about whether or not you think I have a smear campaign. When the subject matter is whether or not I should be saying that Errol Spence is a duck because he doesn't exercise a rematch clause. Suleiman, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you
I'm
have an
doing good,
excellent
brother.
show
I'm doing
today.
well, brother. How are you?
Your excellent show, man. Excellent show, man.
Thank you, man.
You're doing a fantastic job, man. If Errol doesn't decide to get the rematch, for for whatever legitimate reason he has, it's all good. He could move up. You know what I'm saying? I think the 160 be perfect for him because those fighters over there, they're just title holders. You know what I'm saying? He could attain a second division championship very easily. Maybe the weight cuts were affecting him, throughout the training camp. Maybe that's what it was. Also, the fighter was very good, but maybe they could do it again. They could do it again in a high division. But if he decides to go for the rematch, I'm pretty sure he's gonna use or he's gonna have a different training camp. He's gonna implement other things that they're gonna make the fight very interesting, and possibly they could have a rubber match, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you have a great show, and thank you for having me on, boss.
All right, brother. Take care of yourself, man. Thank you for coming on as usual, Suleiman the Great. Peace. All right. Well, I was glad you finally showed up at 3 hours, by the way. It was the 8th Spence pack going around at the parade. It was 8ths of Spence packs going around at the parade in Omaha. Heard it, was gassed too. That's funny. That's humorous. All right, one more link, man, then I'm gonna bounce. Yeah. He got beat so bad he doesn't deserve the fight, but if he doesn't take the fight, he's a duck. Yeah, that's some unique shit right there. Anyway, I'll talk to you about that if you ever come back, because you're blocked on Twitter, brother. You're blocked on Twitter, just so you know. I will not see anything you have to say on Twitter. So you're not going to, and let me tell you why I did that. Here for the boxing. I blocked you on Twitter because you're not going to engage me in a conversation on Twitter, which means you're not going to get any attention from anybody for talking about me on Twitter. Then you can come over here and click this link any and every time you want. Let me see this. You're a lawyer by nature. What difference does that shit make? That right there, I knew I had you right there. First, I had you before you got on. Just so you know. I had you before you got on. Soon as I read the tweet, I knew I had you. This dude just jumped into a fire. Why would you do that? Just give me your opinion. Be dumb. Say, you're a Terence Crawford hater. Nah. Do that. Sorry for cussing in front of your kid, though. I do mean that. And I do apologize. And thank you for being a man that's taking care of his kid. Anyway, said, no, real talk, though. Spence, a warrior man, made no excuse after the fight. Yeah, dude, he's a warrior anyway it went. Jermaine Wood said, Showtime will decide if there's a rematch, not Spence or Crawford. So many fires stick the fight that the rematch will probably bomb. Nah, the fight will do well. I think the fight will do very well. Personally, I think the rematch will do very well. If they sell it, and one way that you actually sell the fight is that you say someone wrong with Errol. But y'all want to kill the fight by not saying it. Nah, someone right with him. Nah, yeah, I think that's right. Dude, y'all ain't smart, bro. If I was Terence Crawford, I'd be the first one saying, nah, look, man. Yeah, I beat him. I told you I beat him. I'll beat him again. But seriously, nah, man, I really think that he could have done it. Nah, I just don't think he was right in the fight. That fight shouldn't be in that weight class. I'm going to whoop his ass in the next one. Dog, that's what Terence, if y'all have any sense, that's what you do. Shoney D said, He had the nerve to say, I know what you're thinking and what you will say because I know you. Ain't never met me in my life. Ain't never met me in his life. Fair but firm. It's not Showtime's. Showtime has the decision on whether or not they'll air it or not. That's fair enough. That's 100% sure. It's up to them about whether they would air it or not. But look, man, if somebody else don't holler at me real quick, then I'm gonna roll on at 3 hours and 20 minutes. Somebody said 78 Sports TV was in the chat. I highly doubt that. But if he was, what's up? I meant to say that earlier. I tried to see why somebody said shout out. That was if he was here, that somebody was probably a fake, and you can go ahead and block it next time. But no, it is not his decision. It's not Showtime's decision. It's their decision whether or not they'll air it or not. But they're not going to miss out on that fight. They're not going to miss out on that fight. Believe it, and it's definitely going to be pay-per-view, and the number is going to be what the number is. You know? G-Man, we know you still here to join. G-Man don't want no smoke, man. Thanks, Shoney D. G-Man don't want no smoke. Smoke free, baby. Smoke free, baby. But anyway, if they're a part of the rematch clause, yeah, they are. If they're a part of it, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what that contract says. Hey, Quincy, there's a link right here. Quincy, just come on, man, and let me walk you through it. I'll wait for Quincy Carter. Because dog, I need Quincy Carter back on the channel, bro. I do. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I need Quincy Carter back in the conversation. Usually I wouldn't say that. And honestly, man, I'm about to send a note to Zenith 362. What's going on, Rick Timms? Because I need the people that can freely gloat at me. Like, if you can truly gloat at me, then I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it from the people that I deserve it from. That is the way that I have to operate. If I deserve it, I'm going to take it. If I don't deserve it, man, I ain't taking shit off you I don't deserve. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't really know. All I can do is invite him to whoop my ass in some chess, which is gonna make me spend damn near all day playing chess. Yeah. Starborn ain't blocked though. I don't think. Tez said hats off to you, Fanon. For sure. Thank you very much. Hold on a second. Hey man. You wildin', bro. Hey, look, man. So all right, so I'm waiting for No, Rick Timms is aggressive. Rick Tim's just polite. Rick Tim ain't passive about it. But hey, man, so Quincy Carter was here for a second, and I messed up. Quincy, I'm waiting on you, man. I'm waiting on you, Quincy. I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes, I guess. I'll wait like 10 minutes. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want any smoke? Hey, G-Man, if you there, We'll let you on OG Boxing Talk. You got an OG Boxing Talk on me if you can get on here in the next 5 minutes and argue with me. Bro, G-Man, you better than him. Yeah, he's an aggressive gentleman. Nah, he'll tell you. Dog, he ain't passive aggressive. Yeah. We trying to get him unblocked, man. Definitely. I'm recruiting him. I'm recruiting Quincy Carter, dog. I like Quincy Carter, bro. No joke. He's no joke, man. All that, dude, the Errol Terence fight is over. All that stuff is over. You know what I mean? It ain't. And like I said, if I get wrong with somebody, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong about it. You know? I'm not perfect. What not here for the boxing? What's the name? That ain't even the real here for the boxing. It was somebody else. Fanon, did you see Daniel Jacobs call out Maul, Charlo? Also saw a post from Maul saying October. Think that's an option soon. Yeah, I hope he does fight in October. I hope he does fight in October. That's who Terence Crawford need to fight, Jamal Charlo, for the 160-pound belt. Fight him. Honestly, man, see, if I was mudslinging, I could mudsling, but I'm not mudslinging. I hate that the man can't. Dang it. You know what, man? You know what, man? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Quincy Carter, I'm gonna do it the painful way. I'm gonna do it the painful way. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. And with that, I'm out. Deuce seconds. Don't worry about it, Quincy Carter. I think you'll be good tomorrow. Yeah, I think you'll be good tomorrow. With that, I'm out. Deuces.